Hi folks, I am the voice, James Guzman, welcoming you to another exciting edition of St. Augustine High School football. We are live tonight from the friendly confines of H.L. Foots Brumley Stadium for tonight's regular season finale between your Yellow Jackets and the Mustangs of Mandarin High School. Huge matchup tonight with big playoff implications. Glad you're joining us wherever you're listening. If you're joining us on the radio, this is the Sonny's Barbecue Yellow Jacket Football pregame show right here on WFOY and 102.1 FM. Sonny's Barbecue, slow cooked in plate covering portions from mouth-watering brisket to pulled pork, barbecue, chicken, ribs, and more. Hungry? Yes, sir, you are. 904-824-3315. Give them a call. Let them do the cooking tonight. That's Sonny's. It's yummy. As we mentioned, huge playoff implications here tonight. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a minute. Joining me in the booth to my right, Mr. Casey Van Rysdam. And Casey, we had a big matchup last week. Got to this point 9-0, but it's a big one to finish up.
You know, some games that are non-district games are just bigger than any other. And obviously Bulls is, obviously rivalry games are. Because of the way the rankings are with the state, and in terms of regional seeding for the playoffs, this game is very, very big for the St. Augustine High School Yellow Jackets. Much more than a perfect record versus a 9-1 record.
Yeah, it certainly is. We'll talk more about that here in just a little bit. Last week, Jackets go on the road. They finished the regular season district slate 3-0. 67-6 was the final at Ridgeview, and it was 39-0 after the first quarter. Pretty much what we expected against a overmatched and overwhelmed Ridgeview Panther team, but the Jackets were very efficient. Most of the starters were out by the halftime mark, and we got the job done and finished the regular season slate 3-0, Casey.
Yeah, there's not much to say. I mean, it was a running clock before halftime. There were some things to worry about. The kicking game was difficult.
It was an adventure.
It was an adventure. I'm not sure if you can count a block kick if it hits your center in the butt. And that happened 2 or 3 times. The ball, just the kicking game. And you could see the coaches, including Coach Brian Braddock, just really, really frustrated on the sideline. And I know that was going to be a point of emphasis this week during practice to try to get that kicking game going. Interesting, James, that 20% of the yardage was running the ball, 80% was passing the ball, 268 yards passing. Brenton James, about 10 of 16 for 253 yards, 4 touchdowns with a long of 46. And the defense only gave up 70 yards to Ridgeview. So the defense, it was just as one-sided a football game as I've seen.
Julio Santiago and Wingo were the big guys last week. They had over 200 yards receiving between the two. Santiago, 3 catches for 123 and 2 touchdowns. Wingo with 3 for 83 and a touchdown of his own. Dwayne Preston had a receiving touchdown in the game, and so did Caden Smith. And it's nice to see a guy like Caden Smith get into the action because he could be a key contributor down the stretch into the playoffs. But you're right, not much really to talk about. It was just an overwhelming performance, and the Yellow Jackets get the victory and move on to 9-0 on the season. So certainly looking forward to this game here tonight. We talked about the playoff implications. Let's talk a little bit about that here real quickly. So Yellow Jackets have been the number 1 team since the rankings came out in 4A in the state of Florida until last week, or until this week, I should say. This week they fall to number 2 by way of, I guess, because of strength of schedule. Last 3 weeks have been against lesser opponents, obviously Clay and Bartram Trail, and then Ridgeview a week ago. But the difference between them and the new number 1 team, Choctaw, is less than it's about 0.3 of a point in total rating. Whereas St. Augustine's strength of schedule is higher than Choctaw. They both are 9-0, and it's a little puzzling to me. However, it just sets up a much bigger atmosphere for tonight's game, and really the solution is simple, Casey. Win tonight against a top-ranked team in Mandarin, and that should propel you back to number 1.
Well, Mandarin is ranked 10th in the state, and they're sitting at 8-1. They just won their district last week, a big game against Oakleaf, and they're sitting as 10th in the state. And Choctaw is playing a team from Alabama, and we have no idea how that will impact the playoff rankings.
Correct.
Because I'm thinking out-of-state teams aren't getting factored into the computer.
I would think so. I don't know how that factors into strength of schedule. I don't think it factors into overall rating, but Should St. Augustine get the victory against number 10, the number 13 team in the state should propel over Choctaw.
A couple of other comments on that. Bowles, who we beat at Bowles, is ranked 14th in the state, all classes. Nice, who we beat at Nice, is ranked 24th. So even though in some ways St. Augustine is being penalized for having a very weak district with Ridgeview and Clay, you can't tell me that that Bowles game and that Nice game weren't big.
Well, and you mentioned those two. What you didn't mention was Columbia. Number 41, certainly in the state, and number 3 in Class A in terms of the region. So certainly the Yellow Jackets have done their job, and they are being punished to have to play the teams that they are mandated to play.
If I was a conspiracy guy, and I didn't have faith in the FHSAA, I would say somebody's sitting in Orlando saying, those poor kids from Choctaw had to travel east 4 years in a row. Let's give them a break. Do you think that factors into the computer system?
I think somewhere that has been mentioned. But, my answer to that is maybe schedule better. You played the teams that you played, and you have had a very good season. You've had a lot of success. But right now, St. Augustine, on paper, is the better team.
Choctaw, the teams they have played are 36 wins and 52 losses. The teams the Yellow Jackets have played have 45 wins and 46 losses.
Boggles the mind.
We need to call Radio Shack, get a look at that computer.
Boggles the mind. Certainly we'll take a look at that. As I mentioned, this is the Sonny's Barbecue Yellow Jacket football pregame show. Stay tuned at halftime. We do have our senior spotlight this week. This week we have offensive lineman Isaiah Williams. Caught up with him at practice earlier this week, talked about his future plans, about obviously the Ridgeview game and the challenges against Mandarin coming into tonight. So stay tuned at halftime for that. It is senior night tonight. A lot going on in and around campus. So all the senior football players, cheerleaders, band members, team managers, everyone as a senior being represented tonight and getting their special night. And so that's a lot going on in and around the campus here tonight. We're keeping an eye on some games in and around the SJC. Let's talk a little bit about that. This is the final week of the regular season. There is the potential for games next week, but next week is essentially the bye week, so that teams, if they need to, make up any district matchups, they have that opportunity.
We call that Hurricane Week. I mean, many years we've had issues with weather where games that were critical to playoff seedings and even district championships could not be played. So the FHSA built in that pad of a week, which I think is a great idea.
I think it is too. Here's the games we're trying to keep an eye on tonight. Beachside is at Nice. That's a big-time matchup just up the road in the north side of the county. Pedro Menendez is at Yulee. Ponte Vedra at Creekside. Bartram Trail at Ribault. And a couple of other games that we have some interest in. Bowles is at Columbia tonight. And if we can find any Choctaw scores, we'll certainly bring those to you as well.
And by the way, everybody here should be a Columbia fan, a Nice fan, and a Bowles fan tonight, because as long as those three teams wins, that again, assuming that that's the way this computer system, which has never been explained to anybody, works, that will benefit St. Augustine in terms of that seeding and trying to get that number 1 seed and stay home through the playoffs.
That will go a long way. Hey, before we take our first break, I do want to thank the sponsors for the first time tonight. Appreciate all their continued support, both with us on the radio side and as well as on the 904 Now side as well. Please go out and support them in the community, because they help bring Yellow Jacket football to the airwaves and the video waves as well. Of course, this is the Sonny's Barbecue Yellow Jacket football pregame show. Anastasia Fitness, Evans Automotive, Diane's Natural Market, the St. Augustine Shores Golf Club, where?
Oh, golf is still fun.
Yeah, it's still fun. South State Bank, All-American Air, the Thompson Baker Insurance Agency, Salt Run Family Dentistry, Matt Powell in Fields Cadillac, licensed realtor Robin Arnold, the Investigation and Settlement Solutions of Florida, Hasty's St. Augustine Flooring, Grand Technology Solutions, Anastasia Diner and Moultrie Creek Diner, Stretch Zone, the St. John's Housing Partnership and Chicken Salad Chick, for providing us with a pregame meal each and every week. Give them a call, 904-547-2369. Casey, you got some chicken salad chick today?
I went out there, and I had the egg salad.
The egg salad?
I just felt like egg salad.
Yeah?
Sometimes
you're a Dixie Chick kind of guy, though.
I am a Dixie Chick kind of guy, and I hope Dixie Chick is not, too jealous or envious, but I just felt like an egg salad sandwich.
I had, everybody at this point knows I had the Buffalo Barclay. That's my go-to every week. I love it. I love it. I love it. Appreciate all their continued support. On the 904 Now side, we appreciate their support as well. J. Lee Construction, Barwick Banking Company, Canaan Law, Do-All HVAC and Plumbing, the Noah Bailey Group, Rain Tree Restaurant, St. John's Family Funeral and Home and Crematory, St. John's Community Pharmacy, and Stanford Restoration. Appreciate all their continued support on the 904 Now side.
And you mentioned J. Lee Construction.
Yes.
Let's give a shout-out to our buddy Austin Lee. Long time played here, long-time coach, family's growing.
He sat in that seat.
He sat in this seat a few times, and we're thrilled to have him here, becoming part of our radio team, participating in the program, and just a shout out to his construction company. They did my roof. Love it. Yeah, love it.
Great,
fabulous job. Great price.
People, local. Yep. So give them a call if you need some work there. Hey, let's throw it back to the studio. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about Mandarin, what they bring to the table tonight. Get you all set up for the kickoff in about 14 minutes. It's the Mustangs and the Yellow Jackets. You're listening right here, 102.1 FM, AM 1240 WFOY, and the 904 Now.
J. Lee Construction, Roofing and Building Services is a Jacket alumni-owned builder that can handle all your building, renovation, roofing, and painting needs. J. Lee Construction Roofing Services has been serving roofing needs of St. John's and Duval for many years. They pride themselves on developing long-term relationships with their customers. They use only the highest quality products available in the industry. And that means the most tried and true, as well as the most innovative products available today. In the market for new construction, J. Lee Construction offers you the finest crews, project managers, and administrative professionals in the area. Whether you're building a new home from the ground up, upgrading current systems, or retrofitting an existing site, J. Lee Construction has the expertise and resources available to bring value to your project. Give them a call, 904-669-0284. J. Lee Construction, your hometown builders.
At St. John's Family Funeral Home and Crematory, they believe every life is unique, and honoring that uniqueness is a vital part of healing. From personal traits to life's journey, they take the time to celebrate what made your loved one special. Their spacious, family-friendly facility includes an on-site crematory and offers a full range of services, from traditional burials, various cremation options, to green burials, and military tribute. With years of experience and a reputation built on excellence and integrity, they have been honored to serve families from all walks of life. Whether you're planning ahead or facing an immediate need, their compassionate team is here to guide you through every step with care and attention to detail. Call us today at 904-824-1625 or visit www.stjohnsfamilyfuneralhome.com to learn more. Stay connected with your community on the 904 Now, St. Augustine's premier news and entertainment network. From morning updates to evening laughs, we keep you informed and entertained. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Rumble, the 904 Now. Stay in the now. Barwick Banking Company is where tradition meets innovation. With over a century of history and roots deep in community values, Barwick Bank offers all the modern conveniences of big banks, plus the personal service only a local team can provide. From business and personal banking to home lending, they're for locals by locals, serving you right here in St. Augustine and beyond. Visit barwickbank.com or stop by on the island at 101 Marina Cove Drive. Barwick Banking Company, where your future is local. Member FDIC.
When comfort and reliability matter, trust the team that truly does it all. Do-All HVAC and Plumbing. Proudly serving St. Johns County and Jacksonville. Locally owned and operated, Do-All offers expert heating, cooling, and plumbing services for homes and businesses. From installs and emergency repairs to air quality, refrigeration, and complete plumbing, they're available 24/7 with honest, dependable care. Call 904-547-2168 or visit doallhvac.com. Who you gonna call? Do-All, the Heat Busters.
Life is not perfect, and sometimes throws you a legal challenge. That's when you turn to Canaan Law. Canaan Law is a local St. Augustine firm of 6 lawyers specializing in personal injury, criminal cases, divorces, and civil litigation. The firm provides compassionate guidance and aggressive representation. Canaan Law attorneys are litigation specialists and know our local court system, and they know how to fight for you. Call 904-824-9402 to schedule your consultation today. Canaan Law, your home field advantage when it matters most.
At St. John's Community Pharmacy, your health is their priority. Locally owned and proudly serving St. Augustine and surrounding communities, they offer personalized care, custom compounding, and low-price generic plan. From diabetes support and health screenings to immunizations and personalized packaging, their friendly team is here for your whole family. Visit them today at 2720 US 1 South, Suite A, or call 904-460-1000. St. John's Community Pharmacy, your neighborhood pharmacy focused on you.
Live this time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at Foots Brumley Stadium. Tonight's big-time matchup between the visiting Mustangs of Mandarin High School and your Yellow Jackets. This is the Sonny's Barbecue Yellow Jacket football pregame show here on WFOY and the 904 Now. Appreciate you joining us wherever you are, wherever you're watching, listening, checking us out, streaming us. We appreciate your support. Should have a great one here tonight. Looking forward to bringing you all the action. Talking about Mandarin, let's get you set up on them. A season reset. 8-1 coming in this week. 31-14 victory last week over Oakleaf to secure the district championship. Casey mentioned that earlier. And they have had a big-time season. Their only loss against all-world IMG Academy, and they have had some big-time matchups as well. They have struggled at times. They've played some good competition, and they find themselves now, after this week's rankings, ahead of the Yellow Jackets in the overall rankings in the state of Florida, and I think that bodes well for St. Augustine should they get the victory here tonight, Casey.
And maybe even if they don't get the victory, because it depends on the quality of the game.
Sure.
and what Choctaw does. They average 233 yards running the football a game, and they average 192 passing. So they are a run-first team, even though they have a young man named Bryson White that we're going to talk about. So really, this is strength versus strength. They run the ball, and we defend the run. We average 65 yards on defense against the run, and only a 2.4-yard average, which is pretty strong. So it really is strength on strength. We talked about wide receiver Bryson Wright. He's a sophomore, highly recruited, one of the top players in the state, and he's going to be a real test for our sophomore defensive backs. So I think we're going to see what we saw against Bulls, what we saw against Riverside when they had big-time receivers. I think we're going to see Wingo and Santiago playing some defensive back.
I think we are too, and I think that's something to keep an eye on as we head late into the game. Under center for the Mustangs, Knox Annis. We talked about him last year. Obviously, very talented quarterback for them, was injured all season. He was thrown into the mix as a sophomore last year, now in his junior year, over 1,600 yards passing. He's got a 62% completion percentage, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, so he is a little reckless with the football. That's something to keep an eye on tonight.
By the way, I do want to take back the Santiago and Wingo playing against Riverside. They were in boots that game and were hurt. And it was Bartram and Nice and some other teams that we saw them come in and play some corner, using their size, their speed, and their experience. Because, again, two sophomore defensive backs doing a pretty good job for us this year, but they're still sophomores. And the other thing, James, is I'm wondering how Brian is going to deal with pressure. If obviously you got to stop the run, that's got to be first. But at the same time, one of the best things you can do against a good passing team and a great receiver is get to the quarterback quickly.
You talked about the ground game, over 2,000 yards on the ground, almost 2,100 as a team. Sean Keys Foster is the main guy in the backfield, 783 yards on the ground, 9 touchdowns, has a 7.5 yard per carry average, but he's got help. It's not just him. You talk about Kyrie Wilson and Aiden Owens. Those two are combined for over 800 yards and 5 touchdowns, so it's really a three-headed monster, Foster being the key cog in the wheel there.
There's another stat you want to look at, and that's turnovers. They've given up 6 fumbles and 11 interceptions this year, and the Yellow Jackets 5 fumbles and only 4 interceptions from Brenton James in this offense. So from a turnover standpoint, obviously the Yellow Jackets outperforming through the season so far, but that tells me that turnovers are going to be part of this game.
Jackets on defense with 16 takeaways this year, 8 fumble recoveries and 8 interceptions. They allow 17.7 points per game, whereas Mandarin is averaging about 32 points per game. We'll see how that holds up. Hopefully it plays in the favor of the Yellow Jacket defense.
Well, we were talking to somebody before the game who's pretty knowledgeable about football here in Northeast Florida, about these Yellow Jackets, and he was saying that he thinks St. Augustine's got a great chance to win this football game despite the size and the real strong athleticism that's on the Mandarin side, because of one word: That word is discipline.
Discipline.
He said, again, and he's not part of the Yellow Jacket program, but he's very familiar with both sides. And he says that Mandarin is just not as well disciplined as St. Augustine. That there's something about St. Augustine, the way they play, the way they play within themselves, the way they stay within their scheme. That's a big part of their success. And again, Mandarin doesn't have that same strength, according to him. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Jackets coming out. Captains are making the way to the 50-yard line. Jackets in all black tonight. Black tops, black bottoms, maroon numerals trimmed in gold, and the always familiar gold helmets. And the Yellow Jackets tonight, let's see who we got down there. I see Sean Rannick. I see Samorian Wingo. I see Willie Elmore. I see... Let's see who else we got. Trendell Anderson.
Sean Bright.
And Sean Bright, offensive lineman. So 5 seniors tonight for the Yellow Jackets as they make their way towards the 50-yard line. And something else we haven't mentioned just yet. What an incredible night for football, weather-wise. What an unbelievable weather night we have tonight.
I've been waiting for this weather since March.
My goodness gracious.
And just a real big-time aside, how about some prayers for Jamaica? And you think about, we have not, knock on wood, we've been so blessed. And when people reach out for help with Jamaica, reach out and help.
Yep, absolutely. Let's throw it back to the studio for a quick timeout. On the other side of the national anthem, we'll come back. We'll get you all set up for the kickoff in about 4 minutes. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football right here, 102.1 FM, AM 1240, WFOY, and, of course, the 904 Now.
When disaster strikes, trust Stanford Restoration, St. Augustine's #1 emergency water and mold removal experts. For over 25 years, they provided 24/7 rapid response for water, fire, and mold damage, arriving within 60 minutes to protect what matters most. From emergency cleanup to deep cleaning of carpets, tile, and upholstery, Stanford treats your home like it's their own. Serving St. John's and surrounding counties with expert care and proven results. Get your free quote today at StanfordRestoration.com. Stanford Restoration, restoring peace of mind, one home at a time.
Ready to find your dream home or sell with confidence? Trust the Noah Bailey Group, St. Johns County's real estate experts. Whether you're buying in St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, or St. Augustine Beach, or looking to list your home or commercial property, they've got the latest listings and local insights to guide you every step of the way. Get your free home analysis today and unlock your property's full potential. Call 904-878-4447 or visit them at 403 Anastasia Boulevard or online at noahbaileygroup.com. The Noah Bailey Group, your dream home starts here.
Looking for the perfect place to dine in St. Augustine? Visit Raintree Restaurant, a local favorite for fun, family, and friends. Enjoy award-winning Mediterranean, American, steak, and seafood dishes in their beautiful indoor dining room or expansive courtyard. Sip handcrafted cocktails or fine wines at the full bar and enjoy free on-site parking. Named an Open Table Diner's Choice for 2024, Raintree is located at 102 San Marco Ave. Call 904-824-7211 or make your reservation today at RaintreeRestaurant.com. Want the best way to stay in the now? Tune in to the 904 Now, St. Augustine's premier news and entertainment podcast network. Start your day with the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning for the latest news, unwind with laughs on Bollocks this evening, or get local perspective with Troy's 2 cents every Friday. We keep you connected to the community we live in. Like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. The 904 Now. Stay in the now.
Bella, and it was a really, really good version. So congrats to him tonight.
Yeah, that was nice. And, it's a great arts program here at St. Augustine High School, and Sean is a part of that arts program, looking for a future in theater. So that was just wonderful. Hey, James, we also need to mention that Brandon James was honored tonight.
Yes.
Brandon James, offensive coordinator, obviously an alum of St. Augustine High School. He's being entered tomorrow night into the Florida Georgia Hall of Fame. He was a Gator from 2006 through 2009. He was a part of 2 SEC championship teams and 2 national championship teams, and he was a 2008 SEC Special Teams Player of the Year. Our own Brandon James, and he was honored as well before the game. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. Very cool, and it's a big weekend, obviously. Florida-Georgia weekend. Got that going on up in Jacksonville on Saturday, and so he'll be honored tomorrow, and it's a big accomplishment for him.
You know, James, we were talking about keys to the game, and obviously we talked about discipline. Obviously we talked about turnovers, but there's another one, in my opinion, and that's the emergence of Trendell Anderson as a weapon. Trendell Anderson, when Wingo and Santiago went out, they moved Trendell Anderson from tailback out into the slot, and he had a big game against Riverside, and he's really removed himself for the most part from the running game. He had a few carries against Riverside, and he's still spelling Preston in the backfield, but he's become a really important weapon in the passing attack. So you've got 3 guys now with speed, Wingo and Santiago outside, and Trendell Anderson in the slot, who can be difference makers, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on this Mandarin defense.
Yeah, you certainly do. And you think about the last couple of years where we had Trenton Jones as that third guy, that slot guy that really took some of the load off of both Samori Wingo on the outside and C.J. Jenkins on the outside. So the emergence of him in that slot has really been huge for the Yellow Jackets, especially since that Riverside game. You talked about what a big performance that was with both of the 2 wideouts out. And he has continued to excel in that slot role, and they move him all over the field, which is something we thought we'd see a lot out of Julio Santiago in that matchup, or excuse me, in this season. But Trendell Anderson has really been the guy, especially on the jet sweep. We've seen him a lot work there, and you talked about spelling Nate Preston as well. That has been huge for the ground game this year.
You know, the other thing I wanted to mention before the game starts, we talked about the defense. And, we talked about how important this defense has been and what a great job they've been doing. And this has really become linebacker high school. I mean, the top 3 tacklers are, Bean, Elmore, and Lehman are the top 3 tacklers on this football team. And we've talked about how this defensive front disrupts things and lets those linebackers come in and make plays. And again, the fact that those 3 guys are the top tacklers doesn't mean this defensive line isn't strong and making a difference. They are. They're breaking up the offensive lines and allowing those linebackers to come in and make plays. Bean, Elmore, and Lehman.
Here come the Jackets as they enter from the west end zone. As I mentioned, all black tonight. Black tops, black bottoms. Always familiar golden helmets. They have maroon numerals trimmed in gold. And that is your Yellow Jackets here tonight. Mandarin won the coin toss, elected to defer to the second half. So the Jackets will get the football first, and that is how we will start the ball game here. Glad you're joining us here, wherever you are. It should be a great one here tonight. We're looking forward to bringing you the broadcast right here on WFOY, 102.1 FM, and the 904 Now. So
big playoff implications, as we talked about in the pregame. If Yellow Jackets just one notch below Choctaw in the state rankings, none of us understand how that is based on strength of schedule. There's no sense to it, but here we are. And so win tonight, against the top 10 team, it would be hard to keep them out of that number 1 seed, I think.
And that would be huge because that would it would almost, I don't want to say anything is guaranteed, but it would almost guarantee Jackets would be home through the state semifinals. That means the playoffs go through St. Augustine to get to the state title game. That's exactly what we want, especially as we get closer to the holiday season with Thanksgiving and everything else.
I think you know that I'm a really cynical person when it comes to the FHSAA.
No.
So I would not use the word guarantee in any statement relating to that organization. Sorry. That's an editorial comment.
It is a democratic organization.
Small d.
Yeah, small d. Small d.
Yeah, small d.
All right. Jackets ready to take the football here. Beautiful night for football. Not a cloud in the sky.
Absolutely perfect.
Sunset to our left over in the west. And we are ready for football here in this one. They've got it teed up. It is Ermin Mimotovic, and he puts the foot to the leather. And it's a flag, comes in early. They'll blow it dead. I think somebody was offsides a little too quickly for the Mandarin Mustangs.
I guess it's just nerves. It's anxiousness. It's it's a really big game for Mandarin too. I mean, they've got their district locked up, but they still have an opportunity to improve their seeding.
Yes.
And against a team with St. Augustine's ranking at number 12, obviously that's a big opportunity for them. So a little bit of anxious play there by Mandarin. I mean, what other reason can you give for being offside on the opening kickoff?
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Mustangs. It'll push them back to the 35-yard line. 2 men back deep for the Yellow Jackets. They'll move up to the 15-yard line. It was a short kick that time. Let's see how they play it this time.
You know, I can't help but think about Wilson Pickett when you say Mustang. I think about Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally.
Are you too young to remember that song?
I mean, I know it. I know Mustang Sally.
I wonder if Jake knows Mustang Sally. No, Jake's shaking his head.
No. Jake doesn't eat chicken salad. How do you know Mustang Sally? All right, here we go. Taken at the 12. 15-20, 25-30, and taken down just across the 30-yard line. That's where the Jackets will start the opening possession of the ball game here. Real
patient return that time by the Yellow Jackets, trying to just kind of pick at it, just trying to perhaps find an opening. Nothing there, and down at the 30, I'm going to say the 32-yard line.
Yeah, about the 32. That's where the Jackets will start the opening possession of the ball game. Jackets moving from right to left across your radio dial to start the ball game here.
31-yard line, by the way. My bad.
Mandarin Mustangs, all white, road whites, white tops, white bottoms, white helmets, trimmed in orange and green. Brenton James in the shotgun. Trips left, one right. Here's a handoff, nothing doing. Hit and dropped in the backfield. It'll be a tackle for loss. And it was Nate Preston, just had nowhere to go. As soon as he took the handoff, he was hit and dropped by one of those big defensive linemen for the Mustangs.
Yeah, the left side of the offensive line just collapsed, pushing it back to the 26-yard line. That's a loss of 5 yards on that running play.
So second down and about 15 here for the Jackets.
Big size on that defensive line for Mandarin.
2 left, 1 right. Now they'll send Anderson in motion. Now he comes back, sets up slot left. Fakes the handoff, looking, fires it towards the sideline, and it's out of bounds. Out of bounds, too far for Anderson, and he has just had nowhere to go with the football. Good coverage downfield, brings up 3rd and long quickly here.
You know, Brenton James has been nursing a hamstring for a few weeks. He's 80, 90%. He's not quite back yet to normal, but that's one of the reasons you're not seeing him get out of the pocket very much, is they're being very, very careful with that hamstring. That time threw the ball a little bit too far, clearly out of bounds, and brings up 3rd and 15.
So 3rd down and long, not the situation you want to be in to start the ball game here. Let's see what the Jackets come up with. 2 to the right, 1 to the wide left. James, shotgun snap, 3-step drop, looks. Flushed out, now he's got a wide open receiver. There's Santiago, makes a guy miss but can't get away from him. He juked him initially but finally took him down to the ground, and it's a gain of about 7 or 8, but still well short of the mark to gain. It'll be 4th down and about 7.
Yeah, Wingo went deep and cleared out some of that secondary, and Santiago kind of followed him out into the flat, 3 or 4 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. But the Mustangs doing a nice job defending that play. Pickup of about 9 yards, but not enough for the first down. It's 4th and about 7.
10:40 to go here, first quarter. Jackets go 3 and out in their opening possession. They'll punt it away to the Mustangs. One guy back deep for Mandarin.
Flag.
Stands back at his own 34. Now we got a flag, illegal procedure, already.
Got some motion against the Yellow Jackets.
Didn't even snap the football.
Got some motion against the Yellow Jackets. That'll push the ball back to about the 30-yard line. 4th and about 12 now for the Yellow Jackets, and that moves the Mandarin return man up to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's Bryson Wright.
Punting game's improved a little bit, James. Kicking game, obviously, still a question mark, but this kicking game has been kind of a question all season long.
They'll kick it right to him, and he takes it at the 38. And good open field tackle by the Yellow Jackets there. Great job. The first guy to get there grabbed a hold of his foot, wouldn't let him go. And finally, the recruits came and got him to the ground at the 42. So that's where Mandarin will have it to start the opening drive. Good field position here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that was Markel Elmore on the tackle. And he may not get credit for the tackle, but he's the one who grabbed the shoestring, grabbed the ankle, slowed it down, and let the rest of the Yellow Jackets catch up and bring down that very dangerous Bryson Wright.
So first down and 10 here for the Mustangs. They'll set it up now. They'll move it up to the 44-yard line. That's where they'll have it. 2 right. 2 tight ends in the game for Knox Annis, who sets up in the shotgun. Looks, fires it out, and it is caught. Complete. No, dropped. Incomplete pass trying to hit Tion Weish, one of the talented receivers on the other side, not named Bryson Wright, but Weish, the leading receiver on the team with 8 receiving touchdowns. And he had it in his hands, but tried to get upfield too quickly.
Yeah, and Elmore on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets, was right there, bringing him down. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Mandarin. 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. 0-0 Yellow Jackets going 3 and out on their opening drive.
2nd down and 10 here. 2 right. Now they'll send one guy. Bryson Wright will go out wide left. Now they'll swing it out to him. He's got a catch, and he will be close to the first down. I think he'll have the mark.
Yeah, he's got it by about a yard.
Yep, and he will. Jackets playing a little soft on him as he made a quick hitter but got upfield and outstretched his arms for the first down. So a gain of 10, almost 11. Yeah, they'll give him 11 yards to the Jacket 45-yard line. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
That's one of the things we talked about in the pregame is how do the Yellow Jackets defend? Do they go single coverage on him with some safety and then try to have some help on the back end with the safety? That time it was single coverage on the outside, and Elmore or Bryson just getting to the spot, and Bryson Wright getting to the spot, getting the first down by a yard.
2 left, 1 right here for the Mustangs. First down and 10. High snap. Annis will go up, and he will come down with the football. Not much he could do about that one. Busted play from the beginning. He'll get back near the line of scrimmage. Short loss on the play brings up 2nd and long.
Lost about a half a yard on that play. 9:23 to go in the first quarter. 0-0 is your score. The ball's sitting now at about the 46-yard line, so it's 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs of Mandarin.
So 2nd down and long. Sun beginning to set in the west horizon there.
Sounds like a John Wayne movie.
That does. All right, let's see what the Mustangs have here. They've got 2 receivers bunched to the left and 1 receiver to the right. Now they'll send Bryson Wright out to the far left. Shotgun snap. Annis looks. Fires it out complete. Takes on a tackler and is taken out of bounds after a gain of about 7, maybe 8. And it brings up 3rd down and short. Oh, no, they're going to say out of bounds. Much shorter than I anticipated. Only a gain of 5 there. So 3rd down and 5, long 5 for the Mustangs here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the official was looking at there, but it sure looked like there was a hold against Elmore, who was blitzing from the left side, and he was just tackled in the backfield.
So 3rd down and long here. 3rd and 6. Pressure comes. Throws it out. Deep ball down the sideline, and it is, wow, caught inside the 5-yard line. Dropped it in a bucket. And that was Tion Weish, and they got him streaking down the sideline. It was man-on-man coverage. The ball was perfectly placed, and it is 1st and goal from the 3-yard line.
That was just, you can't throw the ball, any better than that in terms of getting the ball into the receiver's hand. Not bad coverage, but there is a bit of a height disadvantage there, the receiver versus the cornerback for the Yellow Jackets. Just a perfectly laid-in football. The ball's sitting now at about just inside the 4-yard line, maybe the 3-yard line. 1st and goal.
So 1st down and goal to go here. 8:25 to go here, first quarter. Now we got a timeout. I think there was a lot of confusion there. It seemed like
Timeout, Mandarin.
Yeah, the Mandarin Mustangs were confused. They were looking towards the sideline as the play clock was rolling down, and so they'll call a timeout. They'll burn one early here. We'll keep it right here during this timeout break. Timeout brought to you in part by the good folks over at Thompson Baker Insurance Agency. Insurance designed to protect all the things you love. For all of your commercial and personal lines insurance needs, give them a call, 904-824-1631, or find them online at thompsonbaker.com. The Thompson Baker Insurance Agency celebrating 100 years this year, serving the fine folks of St. Johns County.
He does not look that old to me. Anastasia Fitness, newly renovated club, offers complete opportunity to find your fitness plus a dedicated yoga studio. Website, anastasiafit.com. Our good friend Kevin Van Dyke, long-term sponsor. And by the way, Kevin's going to be in charge of the JV basketball program this year with his son.
That's what I hear.
So that'll be fun.
Looking forward to that as well. Little jackets on the hardwood. All right, so out of the timeout, Mandarin's got first and goal from the 3. They'll set up on the right side hash, closest to us. Shotgun snap, flags everywhere.
It's coming from the line, Judge.
Yeah, it was either motion or it was illegal. Oh, offsides against the offense.
Well, he was lined up probably
lined up in the neutral zone.
Lined up, one of the offensive linemen probably lined up.
So it'll cost them 5, and that'll back them up to the 8.
You watching what's happening in the NFL where the referees no longer let the wide receiver know if they are offside, and every game it's like 2 or 3 times wide receivers are in the wrong place.
Yep.
Now in high school, that wide receiver still looks over at the side judge and looks at him. Side judge indicates, yeah, you're good. They give him a thumbs up, and then he plays on. But they don't do that in the NFL anymore. You see that call, 2 or 3 times a game.
A lot. Shotgun snap here. 2nd and goal. He'll be hit and dropped. Did not get back to the 5. They'll say at the 7. So a 1-yard gain here. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal. That was the replay of the penalty. So 2nd down and goal from the 7 after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, it looks like goal to go, and that's 7 yards away. So a couple of big downs for the Yellow Jackets. You know, Weish on the Mandarin side leading the team in touchdowns, but Bryson Wright's the guy.
Yeah, he's the dangerous guy.
And looks like they're both split out to the left side.
Yeah. Bryson Wright is slot left, Weish to the far outside. Handoff left side, he'll walk into the end zone for the touchdown. He gets into the touchdown. Sean Keys Foster, the leading rusher, and he took it off the left side, and there was a big hole on that left side. Mandarin will take the early lead, 6-0 here.
So we'll wait for the extra point. 7:35 to go in the first quarter. Just ran behind the left side of the offensive line, and there was some contact at the line of scrimmage, but nothing that could be done to stop him. And in he stood and standing up in the end zone.
So big heavyweight fight here, and the Jackets take the first big blow as the Mandarins get on the board first. Extra point is up, and it is good. 7:35 to go here, first quarter. Jackets trail 7-0. Let's go back to the studio for a quick timeout. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football.
J. Lee Construction, Roofing and Building Services is a Jacket alumni-owned builder that can handle all your building, renovation, roofing, and painting needs. J. Lee Construction Roofing Services has been serving roofing needs of St. John's and Duval for many years. They pride themselves on developing long-term relationships with their customers. They use only the highest quality products available in the industry. And that means the most tried and true, as well as the most innovative products available today. In the market for new construction, J. Lee Construction offers you the finest crews, project managers, and administrative professionals in the area. Whether you're building a new home from the ground up, upgrading current systems, or retrofitting an existing site, J. Lee Construction has the expertise and resources available to bring value to your project. Give them a call, 904-669-0284. J. Lee Construction, your hometown builders.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 7:35 to go, first quarter. Mandarin 7, St. Augustine nothing. Jackets go 3 and out in their opening drive. Mandarin takes it down the field for a score. And now we're back to live action here. Short kick, fair catch signal at about the 28-yard line, and that's where the Jackets will start their second possession of the ballgame.
First possession was 3 and out, minus 1 yard of offense. 5-yard loss on the first running play, penalty, and then a little throw in the flat that didn't get anywhere near the first down marker. So -1 in terms of yards gained in that first possession.
So Jackets will set up 2 left. Samorian Wingo wide right by himself. Brenton James in the shotgun. Mandarin shifts the defensive line, flags all over the place. Did one of our guys move with the shift?
Well, according to the Mandarin linebacker, it's the Yellow Jacket fault.
So
I'm not sure if that's the official call.
looks like that's going to be it. So Mandarin, the whole defensive line shifted to the left.
So did the offensive line.
And
the problem is they're not allowed to.
They're not allowed to. So it'll cost them 5 yards.
So you remember what one of the keys of the game was? Discipline.
Don't beat yourself.
Discipline.
Discipline.
And you think they're going to pick up that yellow flag?
Well, I mean, hopefully they will.
Maybe they're just anticipating and they're going to leave it there.
Hey, where's your flag, bud? Oh, did I leave that there? All right, you got it figured out.
All right, here we go. It's first and 15 to go from the 23-yard line.
All right, here we go. Handoff. Nice run here. Nate Preston gets the penalty yardage back and gets a couple of more on top of that out across the 27 to about the 28, so maybe a 6-yard gain there. And actually, they're only going to give him 5 yards, so they got the penalty yardage back. Second down and 10 now for the Jackets. 7:12 to go, first quarter. Clock is running. Second possession of the game now for St. Augustine. James in the shotgun. Sends a guy in motion. Now looks, fires it out, and he's got it complete. Trying to get upfield. There's Wingo. Wingo spins his way forward for a first down, and he'll have it and move the sticks out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. So Samorian Wingo makes the catch and gets upfield for another 6 or 7 yards, and it'll move the chains for the first time tonight.
14-yard pickup, and the ball was probably only a 3 or 4 yard completion, but Wingo do a nice job dancing around getting the first down.
Rolling out now, looking, fires it, got wide open receiver inside Trendell Anderson. One man to beat, makes it into the secondary, inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 15, and all the way down to the 13-yard line. Oh, baby. Trendell Anderson just found a spot, and he was wide open in the middle of the field, and he takes it all the way down inside the red zone.
That's about a 38-yard reception for Brenton James to Trendell Anderson. And again, it's something we talked about before the game, how Trendell Anderson in that slot was going to be such a weapon.
Jackets working tempo here. They get to the line quickly, waiting for the chain gang to get set, and now here we go. Shotgun snap, rolling right, looking, fires a shot towards the end zone, incomplete. Couldn't hit. I think it was Anderson again, right in front of the goal line, but it was incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I mean, it looked like it was in his hands. Maybe he reached a little bit for the football, but it looked like that ball was a catchable ball. Not a bad throw by Brenton James. We got Caden Smith coming in now at the wide receiver position. Trendell coming off. Second and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the 13-yard line. They trailed the Mandarin Mustangs 7-0 with 6:23 to go in the first quarter.
Smith will set up to the slot right with Wingo wide out. Santiago wide left here. Handoff. Nate Preston gets around the edge, makes one guy miss, gets it down inside the 5 and down to the 4-yard line. Should be first down and goal.
Looks like about the 4-yard line. That may be 3rd and 1. He may be just a little bit short based on the spot.
Yeah, looks like you're right.
Wait, what'd you say?
Nothing. I don't remember. Second down and 1 here. Third down and 1 after a 9-yard gain for Nate Preston. They'll shift again. Now he goes to the hard count, doesn't get anybody to jump, so now they'll look.
4-down territory?
I could be.
Well, I mean, with the kicking game issues that the Yellow Jackets have, obviously they're sitting at the 4-yard line, so that's a makeable field goal.
Very could be.
But the kicking game has not been consistent, and how many times are you going to get down here with Mandarin?
Nate Preston gets the first down. Does he get the touchdown? Yes, he does. Punches it in. No time for field goals. We'll punch it into the end zone. Thank you very much. And Nate Preston gets the Jackets on the board for the first time tonight.
That's just up the middle, and what a neat little move to the left side to be able to walk in, drag a Mandarin Mustang into the end zone with him.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And so Jackets are an extra point away. Now, here is the adventure, as we talked about last week. It'll be, is it Moses Laprise? It is. Moses Laprise for the extra point try. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. It's low, but it is good. Jackets tie it up. 5:29 to go here. First quarter. Jackets 7, Mustangs 7. Back to the studio for a quick timeout. We'll be back after this. This is Yellow Jacket Football.
Life is not perfect, and sometimes throws you a legal challenge. That's when you turn to Canaan Law. Canaan Law is a local St. Augustine firm of 6 lawyers specializing in personal injury, criminal cases, divorces, and civil litigation. The firm provides compassionate guidance and aggressive representation. Canaan Law attorneys are litigation specialists and know our local court system, and they know how to fight for you. Call 904-824-9402 to schedule your consultation today. Canaan Law, your home field advantage when it matters most.
At St. John's Community Pharmacy, your health is their priority. Locally owned and proudly serving St. Augustine and surrounding communities, they offer personalized care, custom compounding, and low-price generic plan. From diabetes support and health screenings to immunizations and personalized packaging, their friendly team is here for your whole family. Visit them today at 2720 US 1 South, Suite A, or call 904-460-1000. St. John's Community Pharmacy, your neighborhood pharmacy focused on you.
To go here first quarter. Jackets tied up at 7 apiece now. 7 plays, 72 yards, Casey?
7 plays, 72 yards, and that includes that 5-yard penalty on the first play of the drive.
Good kick, rolls around for a little bit. The man for Mandarin had to go down to pick it up, and he gets upfield to about the 25-yard line. That's where Mandarin will start their second possession here at their own 25. Big-time answer for the Yellow Jackets. They could not afford to go 3 and out there and give the football right back to Mandarin, give them a little extra confidence. So Jackets tie it up, and now let the defense go to work here.
Yeah, that was really, really important for the Yellow Jackets to respond to that opening drive by the Mandarin Mustangs. Mason Bean on the tackle, by the way, on that kickoff return.
Got an official timeout on the field for a water break. We'll keep it right here during the timeout. Timeout brought to you in part by our good friends over at Anastasia Diner and Moultrie Creek Diner. Good people, good food, and good times. You're home, away from home, and be sure and tell them that Izzy sent you. You can check out either location for a great meal and a great time.
You know, we've been doing this a long time together, James. Who's my favorite linebacker to ever play at St. Augustine High School?
Oof. I'm guessing it's got to be Connor Evans.
Connor Evans, and there's Evans Automotive once again supporting the Yellow Jacket football program. One-stop shop for automotive maintenance and repair. Give them a call at 819-6599. The Evans family, longtime supporters of a lot of stuff going on in St. Johns County and St. Augustine, with Yellow Jacket football being one of them.
So Yellow Jackets coming out of the timeout. And the defense needs to get a stop of their own here. It'd be nice to see them get a 3 and out this time and keep the Mandarin Mustang offense on the sideline. You got to be impressed with their efficiency on that first drive.
Yeah, by the way, don't tell Ryland Shugart I said Connor Evans was my favorite linebacker.
I wouldn't tell him that, while you were around at least.
When I need my fence fixed, Ryland is my favorite linebacker.
That's right. A handoff and just nothing doing there. Great pursuit by the Yellow Jackets. They had good penetration up front, and it'll be a short loss on the play. Loss of 1 brings up 2nd down and 11. Great job up front by the Jacket defensive line.
Again, this Mandarin team does a lot of things right, but 60% of their offense is running the football. They like to run the football. That sets up the passing game. Yellow Jacket, that's the strength of the defense. They average 2.4 yards against in the run per attempt. Nice job that time. Loss of a yard.
2 left, 1 right here for the Mustangs. Annis in the shotgun. Handoff, trying to go wide. He'll be hit and dropped again. Another loss on the play and nowhere to go for the ground game for the Yellow Jackets, and they are fired up on the defensive line right now, looking to make plays in the backfield.
Yeah, you can see the emotion on that defensive side right now. They're very, very excited. Another lost another yard or so. Markel Logan on the tackle that time for the Yellow Jackets. Passing situation, I'm assuming 3rd and 13, and I want to see what kind of pressure they bring. I want to see how they cover this duo of Bryson Wright and Tion White, because they're pretty good receivers, and they're both looks like Tion White is on this side, and they got 4 wides.
Yeah, 2 left and 2 right here. Annis in the shotgun, 3rd and 13. Pressure comes, they hit him. He gets away. Now he's got a lot of green grass in front of him. He'll get away, and he'll have the first down. My goodness, they had him wrapped up. They couldn't get him to the ground, and he runs for about 15 yards, and he'll have the first down there.
And the quarterback talking to the Whitecap, asking for a roughing that he says he came up underneath, and he hit me in the chin as I was sliding. And he's right, he was sliding, but once a guy is airborne, it's hard to stop being airborne. That's a really tough call against a defender who's already airborne, and then the guy goes into the slide. And I understand why that quarterback might be a little frustrated. He slid to try to avoid that. Took a big hit on the sideline. 1st and 10 for the Mandarin Mustangs. They're sitting at their own 38-yard line. Scores tied 7-7, 3:24 to go in the first quarter.
2 receivers left, and now a flag. I'm not sure what this is all about. Oh, delay a game. Wow, they took a long time coming out of the huddle. I didn't even notice on the play clock.
Spent a lot of time complaining about the hit, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. It'll cost them 5 yards here. It'll push them back. It was at the 38. This will go back to the 33-yard line. So 1st and 15 now for the Mustangs with the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, that ball gets spotted. That play clock starts.
All right, so here we go. 3:20 to go, first quarter. 7-7 is our score. 3 receivers left. One to the near side right now. Here's a pitch to the left side, trying to go wide, and he'll get around the edge, and he'll get the penalty yardage back and some across the 40 and out to the 43-yard line. 10-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5 here.
Yeah, poor job of the Yellow Jacket defense patrolling the boundary and letting him plant that left foot and come back into the middle of the field. There's nobody on the outside, and you had 3 or 4 linemen chasing. But when you got linemen chasing a running back, that's not a good thing for the defense.
No, it is not. And they got 10 yards out of that, so it makes up a more manageable 2nd down now. 2nd and 5 from the 43. 2 left, 1 right. Now they'll bring a man in motion coming near side. He'll set up slot right. Shotgun snap, fires it out. It is caught, complete, but short of the mark to gain as he needed to get to the 48-yard line. They're going to say he's down at the 46, so 3rd down and 2 here after a 3rd-yard completion. Could have been a lot more, but great coverage there quickly.
Yeah, K-Ron Robinson, that 3rd sophomore defensive back that gets a lot of plays for the Yellow Jackets, making the tackle that time on Will Jones, their 3rd wide receiver for the Mandarin Mustangs.
Jackets had him 3rd and 13 the last time, now 3rd and 2. Let's see if the defense can make a play.
Well, this is one of those where the full playbook's in play, right? I mean, for Mandarin. Everything they've got in their playbook you can do here. You can throw the ball deep, you can throw the ball in the flat, you can run.
One guy came on late, play clock down to 4. Play clock at 3. I don't know. They're going to have to hustle. Play clock at 1. It's at 0. They did not get there. Did they burn a timeout? Yes, they did. They burned a timeout. They're 2nd now in the first quarter, and that could be huge as we get late into the first half here.
Yeah, but how many times, James, do they take timeouts into halftime? So good use of a timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep it right here during the timeout. Timeout brought to you in part. Hey, I want to thank all the 904 Now sponsors. Appreciate all their continued support on the 904 Now side. J-Lee Construction, Barwick Banking Company, Canaan Law, Do All HVAC and Plumbing, the Noah Bailey Group, Raintree Restaurant, St. John's Family Funeral Home and Crematory, St. John's Community Pharmacy, and Stanford Restoration. Appreciate all their continued support on the 904 Now side.
And let's give a shout out to Blake Blevins, who producing and directing the 904 broadcast for you guys tonight. Good job, Blake. Diane's Natural Market, where good health comes naturally, 841 South Ponce de Leon Boulevard. That's in St. Augustine at the corner of 207 and US 1 South. Give them a call at 904-808-9978. Diane'sNaturalMarket.com, St. Augustine's premier natural foods market.
All right, so 3rd down and 2 here after the timeout. Again, 2 timeouts taken by the Mustangs here. We still got 1:46 to go in the first quarter. So we'll see if that plays out as we get close. 3 tight ends in the game. They bring an extra tight end, an extra lineman. They power the way off the left side, and they'll have the first down. Needed 2, got about 5 into Jacket territory at the 48, and it'll be a first down for the Mustangs here.
Yeah, really nice job by the Mustang offensive line. First contact was about a yard past the yard to gain, and then he bulled his way for a couple of more yards. So the ball's now sitting inside Yellow Jacket territory at the 48-yard line. The score is 7-7, 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Mandarin on their 2nd possession of the football game. They scored on their first, and they're now sitting at the 48-yard line in Yellow Jacket territory.
So 1st down and 10. 2 left, 1 right. Quick snap, quick strike, out, got it complete. There's Weiss. Weiss up the field. Running away from defenders, and no one will catch him as he will take it all the way to the house, and it's a 48-yard touchdown. It was a quick hitter to the near side, and Weiss made one guy miss and got behind the defense, and there were 4 guys trailing him, but none of them could catch up.
Yeah, K-Ron Robinson, that sophomore defensive back, just bit on the fake, and quick spin move by the receiver by Wyke, and he just sprinted down the sideline untouched in for the touchdown from the 48-yard line. That's the 2nd big catch he's made tonight. He's probably doggone close to over 100 yards already catching the football with 1:07 to go in the first quarter.
So Weiss with the touchdown here. Extra point is up, and it is good. 1:07 to go here, first quarter. Back and forth we go. Mandarin reclaims the lead, 14-7. Back to the studio for a quick timeout. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football.
When disaster strikes, trust Stanford Restoration, St. Augustine's #1 emergency water and mold removal experts. For over 25 years, they provided 24/7 rapid response for water, fire, and mold damage, arriving within 60 minutes to protect what matters most. From emergency cleanup to deep cleaning of carpets, tile, and upholstery, Stanford treats your home like it's their own. Serving St. John's and surrounding counties with expert care and proven results. Get your free quote today at StanfordRestoration.com. Stanford Restoration, restoring peace of mind, one home at a time.
Ready to find your dream home or sell with confidence? Trust the Noah Bailey Group, St. Johns County's real estate experts. Whether you're buying in St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, or St. Augustine Beach, or looking to list your home or commercial property, they've got the latest listings and local insights to guide you every step of the way. Get your free home analysis today and unlock your property's full potential. Call 904-878-4447 or visit them at 403 Anastasia Boulevard or online at noahbaileygroup.com. The Noah Bailey Group, your dream home starts here.
Are live.
Short kickoff again, fair catch signal at about the 32-yard line. That's where the Jackets will start the next drive. Minute 7 to go here in the first quarter. Mustangs retake the lead 14-7 now. They've had 2 possessions and 2 touchdowns. The Jackets have not been able to figure out how to get off the field on defense just yet.
That's the second pooch kick that they've taken. They must fear either there's a problem with the kicking game or they fear the big play ability of the Yellow Jacket playmakers.
All right, so here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Let's see what they've got this time. Last time they made their way down the field with a couple of quick hitters and some good running by the receivers. Brenton James sets up in the shotgun, 2 receivers left and 1 right. Fakes the handoff, fires it out, and it is incomplete through the hands of Samorian Wingo. He can't hang on, and it'll go incomplete.
It'll stay on the 32-yard line.
So first down and 10. Second down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 61 seconds left here, first quarter. All right. 2 receivers left. 1 far right. Shotgun snap, handoff. Between the tackles, not much there. A couple near the 35-yard line. It'll bring up third down and a long 7 here for the Yellow Jackets. And you certainly do not want to go 3 and out right here.
You certainly don't. And I thought a run on second down was an interesting call. Certainly very conservative, and certainly it's not unusual to have 2nd and 10 and run the football. But against this Mandarin defense, I kind of thought you'd see a play being made.
Shotgun snap, third down and long. Flags come in from the sideline, and there's flags all over the place for interference, but let's see what the flag is back at the line of scrimmage. Clearly interference downfield. There's 3 flags on that play, but let's see if this offsets or if this helps St. Augustine some.
That's a lot of hankies flying there.
It is.
My goodness,
I think this might offset here, which is not going to be good. Yellow Jackets will not get the benefit of the pass interference call.
Yeah, it looks like offsetting penalties.
Yeah, it looks like they're not moving the football.
Holding, no.
Illegal procedure.
Gosh, going back to the discipline thing.
Jeez Louise. So they will offset.
Going back to discipline, and we talked about how this is such a disciplined program, and we're not seeing it. I think that's their 3rd procedure call.
So they will offset here. Jackets will get another shot. Third down and 7. Mandarin Mustangs are playing very tight coverage. I've watched it the last several plays. They're playing very close to the receivers, not allowing them to get any quick slants or anything. So they're banking on the fact that they can't get behind us. Pressure's coming. Brenton James gets away from it, flushed out, keeping his eyes downfield, and now just fires it out of bounds towards the Mandarin sideline. Nowhere to go with the football. Good coverage there downfield by all the Mustangs. And just like that, it is, in fact, a 3 and out for the Jackets. They will punt it away to Mandarin.
That's the second 3 and out for the Yellow Jackets. First possession, they had -1 yard. This time they get 2 yards in their offense. So 2 not so good possessions that time for the Yellow Jackets. Still 12 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, the offsetting penalties really hurt there because it was clearly pass interference, flags all over the place on the play, but instead it was illegal procedure that negated that. And now fourth down and long. Low snap, Goes down to the ground to get it. Great punt. Willie Elmore with an amazing kick all the way down and rolls out of bounds at the 19-yard line. What a play by Willie Elmore there. The ball was on the ground. He had to go down to pick it up, and then he just launched it. He looked up, launched it, and it was a great punt that hit and caught Bryson Wright, who was back there off guard, and it rolled for another 10 to 12 yards and out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by Elmore picking that ball up because it bounced a couple times on the way back to him. And then not only did he get good yardage on it, but he kept it away from Bryson Wright, punting it towards the Yellow Jacket sideline, and that prevented Bryson Wright from making a clean catch and the special teams, the Yellow Jackets, coming downing that football. So we're at end of the first quarter.
End of the first.
Scores 14-7 Mandarin Mustangs. We're going to go back to the studio for a quick timeout, sell some groceries, and we'll be back at you. 14-7, Yellow Jackets trail.
Right back after this. This is the Yellow Jacket football.
At St. John's Family Funeral Home and Crematory, they believe every life is unique, and honoring that uniqueness is a vital part of healing. From personal traits to life's journey, they take the time to celebrate what made your loved one special. Their spacious, family-friendly facility includes an on-site crematory and offers a full range of services, from traditional burials, various cremation options, to green burials, and military tribute. With years of experience and a reputation built on excellence and integrity, they have been honored to serve families from all walks of life. Whether you're planning ahead or facing an immediate need, their compassionate team is here to guide you through every step with care and attention to detail. Call us today at 904-824-1625 or visit www.stjohnsfamilyfuneralhome.com to learn more. Stay connected with your community on the 904 Now, St. Augustine's premier news and entertainment network. From morning updates to evening laughs, we keep you informed and entertained. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Rumble, the 904 Now. Stay in the now.
Live.
Back to live action here. 2nd down and 5 after a 5-yard run by the Mustangs. Handoff. Right side, hit and dropped near the line of scrimmage. Did the ball come out? No signal yet. No ball. He's down. So it's a short gain on the play. Brings up third. Wow, a lot more than I expected. That is a big jump. I thought he got 2. Looks like either going to give him 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1 here from about the 28-yard line. That's where they'll spot it. So 3rd down and 1 for the Mustangs. 11:05 to go here. 2nd quarter. Jackets trail 14-7. So they have trips left. 2 tight ends in the game. Shotgun snap. Handoff. Left side, and he'll have the first down. He was slowed up at the 30, but they couldn't get him to the ground, and he'll have the first down gain of about 4.
Well, they got him. They got Shawnquez Foster. They had him with around 1 foot, but he just kept running, kept churning, and picked up a couple of extra yards and picked up the first down by about 3. The ball's now sitting at about the 34-yard line. That's their own 34-yard line for the Mandarin Mustangs. They lead 14-7, 10:28 to go in the 2nd quarter. Yellow Jackets need to stop. Good answering drive on the 2nd possession, but another 3 and out, allowing the Mustangs to get the football again.
1st down and 10. 2 right, 1 left for Mandarin. Annis in the shotgun. Pistol formation with the back behind him. Shotgun snap. Looks. Fires a deep ball down the sideline. Bryson Wright, and it is too far. Out of bounds and too far for Bryson Wright. Good coverage on the sideline then. And guess who's guarding him? Number 5, Julio Santiago.
Yeah, and he still got probably 6 inches and 20, 30 pounds on Julio. I mean, Julio's not a tiny kid. And Bryson Wright is not just fast, but he's also pretty big in terms of the range and in terms of height and size.
2nd down and 10 here. 10:01 to go until halftime. Jackets trail 14-7. 2 receivers right. 1 left. Bryson Wright. Santiago's guarding him. Shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Pressure comes. Hit and dropped. It'll be a sack back at the 25-yard line. Great job there by the Yellow Jackets as they get the quarterback down. They'll mark him down at the 26.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a number. It's so hard with these black jerseys.
I think it was Willie Elmore.
It could have been Willie Elmore. Came from that left linebacker defensive back spot, that rover spot, and came with a lot of speed.
Yes, Willie Elmore on the sack there. And they'll mark him down at the 26-yard line. So it's a loss of about 6 yards, bringing up 3rd and long situation. Call it 3rd and almost 16. clock continuing to run. Inside of 9:30 to go until halftime.
Let's see if we still got Santiago out. He still is out there at the cornerback spot, but
now they had everybody bunched inside. Now they'll spread 5 wide receivers out.
somebody doesn't have the slot receiver.
Shotgun snap, looking, pressure, hit and dropped again. He'll go down, and the Yellow Jackets finally get a stop on 3rd down.
Second sack. That's technically a sack because it's well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's 2 sacks in a row for the Yellow Jackets. Mandarin moving the football with big plays in the air, and the Yellow Jacket defense that time put them in a position where they had to throw the ball. Comes up with a 4th and about 15 yards to go. The ball sitting on the 26-yard line, and good job by the Yellow Jacket defense that time. Let's see if we can break that 3-and-out thing that we've got 2 out of 3 so far tonight. 8:36 to go in the first half. 14-7, Mandarin leading, but Yellow Jackets about to get the football again.
Mandarin moving all over the field as they adjust their formation. Wingo back at his own 35-yard line. Kick is off, and it is away. Very high kick. It will hit at the 42. He'd take a Yellow Jacket hop, and wow, the Mandarin player stood there and watched it roll in the opposite direction. Not sure what he was thinking there, but it will give the Jackets a couple extra yards and great field position here. They'll mark it down at the 48-yard line of St. Augustine.
That's what we call the Jake Walton wedge, where you hit the grass and it just checks back.
Yep, that's the old Flopodopoulos.
That's it.
8:09 to go here. Second quarter. Jackets trail 14-7, and they need a drive right here.
Best field position of the night. Starting field position so far for the Yellow Jackets, 31, 28, 32. This time almost at midfield at the 48-yard line.
So here we go. They'll spot the nose of the football at the 49. 2 receivers right. 1 receiver wide left here for St. Augustine. Shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, looking downfield. Now Brenton James is flushed out. Pocket collapses, looking upfield, and got to get rid of the football there.
He's outside the pocket. He's just got to get it past the line of scrimmage, and there was plenty of opportunity to do that. But
he got tackled. He was taken out of bounds with his momentum, but the momentum is going to cost him almost 4 yards here. If he just would have thrown it away, you'd at least save the yardage. Instead, it's 2nd down and about 13 now.
Yeah, and you could see that he's not 100%. You can see that the hamstring's bothering him a little bit because he just didn't have that same speed as he went to the left side, as he tried to get outside.
All right, 2nd down and long here. Twins right, 1 left. Mandarin showing blitz, and they're bringing pressure. Now flushed out. He's got it. Trendell Anderson hipping and skipping, makes a guy miss, and gets upfield into Mustang territory down to the 45-yard line. A manageable 3rd down and 4 now for St. Augustine as they try to keep the drive alive.
9-yard pickup that time by Trendell. Trendell probably 3-4 yards downfield, and picked up another 3 or 4 yards skipping through traffic.
Anderson will check out. Caden Smith will come in to replace him. Lots of time on the play clock. Play clock at 22. They look to the sideline, make sure they got the right protection in. Brenton James in the shotgun. 2 left, 1 right here for St. Augustine. Shotgun snap. Looks. Pressure's coming, and he'll be sacked. Back at the 48-yard line, and he'll be sacked in the backfield there. Big number 9 for the Mustangs. That's Kindred Outland. He is their leading tackler in the backfield for tackles for loss, and he got pressure quickly and got Brenton James to the ground.
He's also he is also a blocker from the backfield on short yardage situation, because when they had a 3rd and 1, he came in and laid the block to let the running back get through for the 1st down. So they bring him in on the offensive side of the football when they need some size coming out of the backfield.
See if you can at least pin the Mustangs deep here and try to play field position for a little bit. Willie Elmore, low snap again, gets it off. Oh, low kick taken off of the nose, and it is picked up at the 48-yard line and comes back the other way into Jacket territory. That was a busted play. I'm not sure what he saw there. He kicked it off the end of his foot. It barely got off the ground, and one of the Mustangs picked it up and wisely just got upfield with it all the way down to the Jacket 44-yard line.
Yeah, that's obviously very disappointing. And I got to give Willie Elmore some props because he was not planning to be a punter this year. and they obviously needed somebody to punt the football. They really struggled with it in the preseason, and Elmore volunteered to do it, and he's been okay. He's not a natural punter, but he's been okay. Too bad on that one.
Certainly is. Keep it right here. Official timeout on the field for a water break. We'll keep it here during the timeout. Timeout brought to you in part by Fields Cadillac. Matt Powell is St. Augustine's Cadillac man at Fields Cadillac. He can help you find your next vehicle at 375 Outlet Mall Boulevard across from Harley. Give him a call, 904-823-3000, and ask for Matt Powell, St. Augustine's Cadillac man.
And St. Augustine Shores Golf Club, 18 holes of golf, a full-service driving range, practice area, full-service food and beverage, and underline the word full-service beverage. Libations are there to celebrate and commiserate, and the level of customer service found nowhere else. Give them a call, US 1 South, 904-794-4653. They also own the Grand Reserve down in Bunnell, which is also a great bargain. Your membership your membership and your discount program works at either golf course.
All the eights. You can commiserate and celebrate and lubricate. And all the eights there at the St. Augustine Shores Golf Club. All right, out of the timeout. First down and 10 for the Mustangs here. Jacket defense has got to come up with another stop. So they have it at the Jacket 44-yard line. 2 left, 1 receiver right. Shotgun snap. Annis flushed out now, looking upfield. Pressure comes from behind him, and it is incomplete. Good coverage there, step for step. The pass was a little bit too tall for Bryson Wright, and for the Yellow Jackets, it was number 14, Makari Spencer, who was right there, step for step.
Yeah, the ball was a little bit overthrown. Quarterback had a little bit of pressure from him as the defensive line got good penetration. Just overthrew him a little bit. Looked like he had about a half a step on Spencer, but ball just a little bit past his fingertips. 2nd and 10. The ball sitting at the 44-yard line. That's the Yellow Jacket 44-yard line. Mandarin leads 14-7, 6:14 to go in the first half.
2nd down and 10. 2 left, 1 right again for the Mustangs. Handoff, right side, hit, gets away from a defender, gets away from another defender, and then drags a few more for a first down here. Looked like he might have been stopped for a short gain. Instead, it's a gain of about 13 yards inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Yellow Jacket defensive line had him around the ankle and just let him escape. And picked up the first down all the way down to the 28-yard line. The Yellow Jacket defense does not want to let them put another touchdown on the board. They do not want this to be a 2-touchdown game. I can guarantee you that. Big time for a stop.
Clock running inside of 6 minutes now. Second quarter. Jackets trail 14-7. Handoff. Foster takes it inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. And Foster is starting to pick up his game a little bit. He's the leading rusher on the team.
Yeah, Foster, I mean, he just hit that hole running, didn't he? I mean, he hit it hard.
He's a big back, too. So a 5-yard gain there brings up 2nd and 5. They'll spot it at the 24-yard line. And the Mustangs are knocking on the door of the red zone once again.
You see that Yellow Jacket offense with Joey Lippo and Brandon James having conversation. They got to get something going. They've had 3 3-and-outs now in that first half.
Handoff. Foster takes it down to the 21. So it'll be a short gain on the play. Gain of about 3 brings up 3rd down and 2. And this is a big 3rd down right here. Jackets have got to find a way to get a stop. Could be 4-down territory for the Mustangs.
Well, I think it is 4-down territory for the Mustangs. You know, again, we've seen pooch kicks. Have no idea how strong that leg is, but we've not seen an indication that that young man's capable of a 35, 40-yard field goal.
So they'll have 2 left, 1 right here. Jackets showing blitz. Oh, and they jumped. Yep, here comes the flag. Jackets jumped on the hard count. They tried to anticipate the snap. And about 3 Yellow Jackets are going to be guilty of it. It'll cost them 5 yards, and it'll cost them a big first down.
Discipline. I'm not keeping track, but 4th, 5th procedure call or offside call?
Yeah. It has hurt them today.
It has hurt them indeed. And that was a big one because, again, gives them another set of downs inside the 20-yard line, inside the red zone, and obviously sets up Mandarin very, very well with 4 minutes left. Now, Mandarin only has 1 timeout left, but they've still got 4:11 on the clock.
And in no hurry here. Play clock at 20. They'll break the huddle and set up shop. 2 left, 1 right. Foster stands to the left of the quarterback. He's tripped up, and he'll be hit and dropped. And as he stumbled as he took the handoff there. Oh, did he fumble? He did fumble, and it's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Oh, baby. What a time to get a turnover, and the Yellow Jackets came out with it.
I'm not sure who that Yellow Jacket is, but it's somebody in the middle of that defensive line.
Somebody come flying out of the fray as there was a big scrum where everyone was in the pile, and one of the Yellow Jackets came flying out of there, and he was excited, and all the officials, they signaled it was going the other way.
Yeah, Markel Logan and Damian Spivey both hopped out of that pile-up. Not sure who got the fumble recovery, but both of them were celebrating as if they had it.
Boy, that's huge.
Big stop, big stop. The ball now sits on the 15-yard line. Long way to go for the Yellow Jackets. 3:52 to go, and they got all 3 timeouts.
Brenton James in the shotgun here. First down and 10 for St. Augustine. Drops back, looks, screen pass, split screen, gets away from one, but cannot get away from a lot of white shirts. They were all over that one there, and it was Nate Preston on the running back screen, and just not much doing there. It'll be a short loss on the play.
Yeah, ball goes back to the 12-yard line, so that's a loss of 3 on the play.
2nd and 13 here. Clock running. 3:30 to go. Jackets with all 3 timeouts remaining. 2 receivers right. 1 left. Rolling out. Looking. Fires it out, and it is caught. No, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection there. Was that Preston again? It was. He was hit as soon as the football got there, and the defender separated Nate Preston from the football. Goes incomplete, and quickly it is 3rd and long.
Brenton just doesn't look like he's got the same mobility that he's had earlier in the season, does he, James?
He does not. He is not nearly as efficient, especially running out of the pocket and trying to evade pressure. Before, he would just take that ball and run upfield, and we haven't seen that lately. 3rd down and long. Looking, fires a deep ball, and it is incomplete. Flag comes in late. It'll be interference, I believe.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious call. The back judge did not give it to him, but somebody coming up from behind the play saw the contact. That's in the high school ranks. That's not a possession or not a spot foul. But we'll see where they mark the football.
Number 2, Will Jones, the guilty party there. He was on coverage. So was Bryson Wright. They were covering Samori and Wingo. And they'll get the benefit of the turnover there, of the penalty.
The best news is that it's an automatic first down.
Yes, it is. So, Jackets get the first down. They'll move the chains out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. For St. Augustine, 3:09 to go here, 2nd quarter. All 3 timeouts remaining, and they are on the move here.
Going to give that that fumble recovery to Damian Spivey. Got word from our man with an eye in the sky, Austin Lee, that Damian Spivey came up with that football.
Damian Spivey, great job there. All right, first down and 10. Handoff, not much. Off the right side.
It's like the 28-yard line picked up about 3 yards on the play. That'll leave him with about a second. Well, picked up about 1 yard on the play, so it's 2nd and about 8.
So it does get a short gain. I didn't think he got much of anything there, but they'll give him a yard. 2nd down and 9 here. Clock running, 2:40 to go until halftime. Trips right, 1 receiver left. Shotgun, fakes the handoff, play action, now downfield, and it is it caught?
It's caught.
It was tipped by the defender, and the receiver came down with it. Is that Wingo? I think it is. Showtime Samarian Wingo with an unbelievable catch on the far sideline as he's falling to the ground, and it's 1st and 10 for St. Augustine.
Yeah, the word there is concentration. Wingo never gave up on the football, never took his eyes off the football. Good play by the defender all the way down to the 43-yard line.
The tip helped make the catch, I believe. Fires it across the middle, and it is caught and immediately taken down. I believe it's Caden Smith on the catch, and it is. So it would be a short gain out to the Mustang 37. They'll give them 6 yards on first down here, bring up 2nd down and a long 4.
That tip catch by Wingo was 30 yards, James.
Shotgun snap. Jackets working tempo. Fires up deep ball. And
batted down.
It was batted down at line of scrimmage. Incomplete. It'll stop the clock at 1:58 to go. 3rd down and 4 now for St. Augustine.
Good job by St. Augustine, though, making plays. You know, just knowing that Mandarin is statistically and on the scoreboard outplaying them right now, but certainly playing with heart, certainly giving it everything they got. I think you're going to see this Yellow Jacket coaching staff go in and make some adjustments at halftime. They're not afraid to do that. And if they can stay within reach, they've got a good chance in the second half.
That bodes well here at home for sure. Play clock down to 10. They'll set up 3rd down and a long 4 here. Handoff, gets away from defender to have the first down. Nice play there. Looked like he was going to be stopped short at the line of scrimmage. He was tripped up, skipped out of it, and got upfield for the first down.
5-yard pickup that time, and got him the first down, and just a really good job by the running back, keeping his balance. Got knocked around right at the line of scrimmage, kept his balance, kept those legs moving, albeit low, and picked up the first down.
Minute 37 to go. Clock running here. First down and 10 for the Jackets. Ball at the 32-yard line. Shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, fires it out. It is caught, and not much there. Might actually be a loss on the play, and I think it will be. Trendell Anderson coming out of he came across the field out of the slot there.
I'm surprised that we didn't use a timeout there, but maybe they're worried about leaving too much time for Mandarin.
I think they are. Clock is still running. Minute 5 to go. Second quarter. Jackets trail 14-7. 2 left, 1 right. Shotgun snap, looks. Brenton James flushed out. He's going to fire it towards the sideline, incomplete. Nowhere to go with the football there. The play was moving to the near side, and he just had nowhere to get back to the other side of the field. So now 54 seconds on the game clock, 3rd down and 11. And you save the timeout, but you're running out of time here.
Well, you're running out of downs. 54 seconds is a long time, but you maybe you go for it. Maybe it's 2-down territory here. I mean, if you don't get it on this play,
they're going to call timeout here.
They'll call timeout.
Yeah, I think they're going to call timeout. They keep looking to the sideline. 5 seconds on the play clock. I think they're going to get a timeout right here. No, they don't. They snap the football. Pressure comes, gets away from the defender. Brenton James now flushed out. Rolling left, fires a deep ball, and it is caught short of the line to gain. They'll call a timeout here to preserve some of the clock. It'll be 4th down and about 1.
Down to about the 21-22-yard line. So
4th and 2. Longer than I thought. I thought he was much closer to that yard marker. They'll say no. It'll be 4th down and 2 here. 42.4 seconds on the clock. And they will burn their first timeout. They did not get the first down there. Pressure came from the blind side of Brenton James, and he could not, he was able to get away from it, reversed field towards the far sideline, and was able to find Caden Smith for the completion.
I'm really impressed with this defense of Mandarin and their backside, their quickness on getting to the ball. We've got real strong playmakers out there. Santiago, Anderson, obviously Wingo. Yet they get to those guys very, very quickly. They don't leave a lot of yards after catch. 42.4 seconds to go. It is 4th and 2. Obviously a go situation for the Yellow Jackets here. They still have 2 timeouts in their pocket, but they need to pick up the first down here. Full playbooks in play. Lots of time. Again, the full playbook. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. They're in a good position from that perspective.
All right, 4th down and short. 4th and 2 for St. Augustine. See what they've got here. Got to convert, and then you've got a couple of shots at the end zone. 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends in the game. Handoff right between the tackles, and I think he's going to have it. It's going to be close.
According to the far judge,
I think
they got the first down.
Yep, he's got it. They'll move the chains here, so they'll set the chains. 33 seconds on the clock. They should get to the line quickly, and they will.
And they'll hold on to those 2 timeouts.
Yeah, clock is running here, inside of 30 seconds. Shotgun snap. Play action. Fires it out. Caden Smith has got it, and he'll try to get upfield.
To the 21-yard line. It's only a pickup of 2 yards.
Wow, Brian Braddock is furious right now.
Yeah, he's not a happy camper.
Caden Smith, he tried to reverse his field and get upfield. The defender got him down to the ground. He had an opportunity to get out of bounds there, and I think that's what Brian Braddock is talking about.
He would love
Clearly the body language not in favor of Caden Smith at the moment.
he would love to have 2 timeouts left in his pocket for sure. The ball's sitting at about the 17-yard line, so that's a pickup of about 6 yards, so 5 yards. So 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6.
Ball is down inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. So 2nd down and 6
You got to go to the end zone now, don't you? You got one timeout left.
You got one timeout left. You can play an underneath route if you need to, but I think you got to take a couple shots towards the end zone here.
I'll tell you one thing we're not doing. We're not kicking on fourth down.
No, we're not. This is 4 opportunities to the end zone right here. Try to tie the ball game going into the halftime break. Mandarin won the opening coin toss. They elected to defer to St. Augustine, so they will get the football first to start the third period. Hey, stay tuned at halftime. We do have our senior spotlight, offensive lineman Isaiah Williams this week, so stay tuned for that. 2 receivers left, 1 right, shotgun, looking. Brenton James has a lot of time, fires a wide open receiver towards the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. Number 1, Samorian Wingo. How do you lose number 1 for the Yellow Jackets?
Wide open.
My goodness.
Ball was thrown a little bit high, but it don't matter. Samorian Wingo went up there and got it.
Samorian Wingo with the catch. Brenton James had all the time in the world, and I guess the Mandarin Mustangs felt like they had everybody covered. They did not. They lost probably the best receiver on the field tonight.
You can't lose Samorian Wingo.
My
That's
gosh.
the fact. But he was wide open in the back of the end zone. We all saw it. Glad Brenton James did. Nice ball. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Now what? Timeout.
Oh, no,
wait.
Mandarin.
I was going to say.
I thought the guy was doing the hokey pokey.
Well, the officials, they went 2 different ways for a second there, so Mandarin's going to call a timeout here.
Did it look like they were doing the hokey pokey?
Yeah, no one turned themselves around, though.
That's what it's all about.
That's what I hear. 11 seconds on the clock. Mandarin will burn their final timeout.
Yeah, well, I think
maybe they had too many guys on the field.
That's very possible, and at the end of the day, they probably didn't want to get down to the 1-yard line because they've seen film on the kicking game, and they probably understand that if St. Augustine had the ball for the extra point try on the 1-yard line, that they just go for 2, and probably wanted to avoid that scenario. So what a great! Yellow Jackets have been outplayed in this half. There's no question about that in my mind. The physicality on the defensive front. Now, St. Augustine defense coming up with some big plays as well, including Spivey's fumble recovery. But I think Mandarin has outplayed the Yellow Jackets, and here are the Yellow Jackets with a chance to tie the football game going to halftime.
All right, extra point try coming up here. Good snap, good hold. Kick is low, but it is between the uprights. So it's all that matters that it went between the uprights here. 14 apiece, 11 seconds to go. Keep it right here as we change possession here. Timeout brought to you in part by the Investigation and Settlement Solutions of Florida. 30-plus years of extensive experience. They can assist you with any and all of your investigation needs. Give them a call, 904-315-1362, or find them online at flinvestigators.com.
The tale of 2 cities here when it comes to the drives. 3 3-and-outs, and then a 7-play, 72-yard drive, and that one 14-play, 85-yard drive.
Man, my goodness. All right. So the Jackets tie it up here, and you would expect Mandarin to take a shot downfield. They only have 11 seconds left. No timeouts remaining.
I have to believe that in this situation, Mandarin's going to take a knee. But again, they've got great wideouts. They've got great talent. And if they come out, it would not surprise me to see Wingo and Santiago out there. I mean, I see him on the kickoff return.
Kickoff taken at the 20. Weaving his way, Bryson Wright gets it out to the 40-yard line. And clock will stop. 4.3 seconds left. So final play of the first quarter. The first half coming up right here.
I was watching Samorian Wingo, who was on that kick coverage team, and he was on the near side. And obviously the kick went to the far side, and the run went to the far side. And I saw Wingo. We always talk about that. The Wayne Gretzky, don't skate to where the puck is, skate to where the puck's going to go. You could see Wingo make a really smart geometric football approach to the ball carrier, and you got Wingo and Santiago out there covering kicks. You know that you're concerned with the talent of this Mandarin Mustang football team.
St. Augustine's going to use their last time out here, make sure they have the right coverage and the right personnel in place for this final play of the first half. So they won't take it to the break with them. They will burn it here, make sure everyone is in the right position.
Yeah, there's no carry forwards, and what Brian Braddock is saying to him right now is 2 things: you keep the play in front of you, and you have no penalties. Keep the play in front of you, no penalties. Pretty simple. Look who's going back playing safety.
Maureen Wingo.
Speaking of keeping the play in front of you.
Yep, he is back all the way at the Jacket 20-yard line, so he is playing center field right now for St. Augustine.
A little hook and ladder time or something cute from Mandarin?
A little trickeration, perhaps.
Oh.
No, they'll take a knee. They don't want anything to do with it. They'll take a knee, and we'll go to halftime.
That was a lot of work for a knee.
Yes, it was. So that'll do it for the first half. A very entertaining first half. Back and forth we went, and we go to halftime in the same place we started with a tie score. 14 apiece is our score after 2 quarters. Go to the halftime break. Stay tuned to halftime. As I mentioned, we have our senior spotlight this week with offensive lineman Isaiah Williams, so stay tuned for that. We'll get a couple of scores and updates in and around the SJC, and we'll talk about the first half and what we think about. We'll see what we'll see in the second half. Jackets 14, Mustangs 14. Back to the studio for a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football.
Looking for the perfect place to dine in St. Augustine? Visit Raintree Restaurant, a local favorite for fun, family, and friends. Enjoy award-winning Mediterranean, American, steak, and seafood dishes in their beautiful indoor dining room or expansive courtyard. Sip handcrafted cocktails or fine wines at the full bar and enjoy free on-site parking. Named an Open Table Diner's Choice for 2024, Raintree is located at 102 San Marco Ave. Call 904-824-7211 or make your reservation today at RaintreeRestaurant.com. Want the best way to stay in the now? Tune in to the 904 Now, St. Augustine's premier news and entertainment podcast network. Start your day with the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning for the latest news, unwind with laughs on Bollocks this evening, or get local perspective with Troy's 2 cents every Friday. We keep you connected to the community we live in. Like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. The 904 Now. Stay in the now. Barwick Banking Company is where tradition meets innovation. With over a century of history and roots deep in community values, Barwick Bank offers all the modern conveniences of big banks, plus the personal service only a local team can provide. From business and personal banking to home lending, they're for locals, by locals, serving you right here in St. Augustine and beyond. Visit barwickbank.com or stop by on the island at 101 Marina Cove Drive. Barwick Banking Company, where your future is local. Member FDIC.
When comfort and reliability matter, trust the team that truly does it all. Do all HVAC and plumbing. Proudly serving St. Johns County and Jacksonville. Locally owned and operated, Do All offers expert heating, cooling, and plumbing services for homes and businesses. From installs and emergency repairs to air quality, refrigeration, and complete plumbing, they're available 24/7 with honest, dependable care. Call 904-547-2168 or visit doallhvac.com. Who are you going to call? Do All, the Heat Busters.
J. Lee Construction, Roofing and Building Services is a Jacket alumni-owned builder that can handle all your building, renovation, roofing, and painting needs. J. Lee Construction Roofing Services has been serving roofing needs of St. John's and Duval for many years. They pride themselves on developing long-term relationships with their customers. They use only the highest quality products available in the industry. And that means the most tried and true, as well as the most innovative products available today. In the market for new construction, J. Lee Construction offers you the finest crews, project managers, and administrative professionals in the area. Whether you're building a new home from the ground up, upgrading current systems, or retrofitting an existing site, J. Lee Construction has the expertise and resources available to bring value to your project. Give them a call, 904-669-0284. J. Lee Construction, your hometown builders.
Life is not perfect, and sometimes throws you a legal challenge. That's when you turn to Canaan Law. Canaan Law is a local St. Augustine firm of 6 lawyers specializing in personal injury, criminal cases, divorces, and civil litigation. The firm provides compassionate guidance and aggressive representation. Canaan Law attorneys are litigation specialists and know our local court system, and they know how to fight for you. Call 904-824-9402 to schedule your consultation today. Canaan Law, your home field advantage when it matters most.
At St. John's Community Pharmacy, your health is their priority. Locally owned and proudly serving St. Augustine and surrounding communities, they offer personalized care, custom compounding, and low-price generic plan. From diabetes support and health screenings to immunizations and personalized packaging, their friendly team is here for your whole family. Visit them today at 2720 US 1 South, Suite A, or call 904 460-1000. St. John's Community Pharmacy, your neighborhood pharmacy focused on you.
14, Mustangs 14. Ancient City Marching Regiment on the field doing their halftime performance right now. They had a great week last weekend, from what I understand, at their marching competition, so great job to the Ancient City Marching Regiment. Hey, this week I caught up at practice with senior offensive lineman Isaiah Williams. Talked with him about some future plans, what he's got going on, thoughts on the season thus far, and obviously ways to protect his quarterback against a tough Mandarin defense here tonight. So here it is, your senior spotlight with senior offensive lineman Isaiah Williams.
J. Lee Construction, Roofing and Building Services is a Jacket alumni-owned builder that can handle all your building, renovation, roofing, and painting needs. J. Lee Construction Roofing Services has been serving roofing needs of St. John's and Duval for many years. They pride themselves on developing long-term relationships with their customers. They use only the highest quality products available in the industry. And that means the most tried and true, as well as the most innovative products available today. In the market for new construction, J. Lee Construction offers you the finest crews, project managers, and administrative professionals in the area. Whether you're building a new home from the ground up, upgrading current systems, or retrofitting an existing site, J. Lee Construction has the expertise and resources available to bring value to your project. Give them a call, 904-669-0284. J. Lee Construction, your hometown builders.
When disaster strikes, trust Stanford Restoration, St. Augustine's #1 emergency water and mold removal experts. For over 25 years, they provided 24/7 rapid response for water, fire, and mold damage, arriving within 60 minutes to protect what matters most. From emergency cleanup to deep cleaning of carpets, tile, and upholstery, Stanford treats your home like it's their own. Serving St. John's and surrounding counties with expert care and proven results. Get your free quote today at StanfordRestoration.com. Stanford Restoration, restoring peace of mind, one home at a time.
Ready to find your dream home or sell with confidence? Trust the Noah Bailey Group, St. Johns County's real estate experts. Whether you're buying in St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, or St. Augustine Beach, or looking to list your home or commercial property, they've got the latest listings and local insights to guide you every step of the way. Get your free home analysis today and unlock your property's full potential. Call 904-878-4447 or visit them at 403 Anastasia Boulevard or online at NoahBaileyGroup.com. The Noah Bailey Group, your dream home starts here.
Looking for the perfect place to dine in St. Augustine? Visit Raintree Restaurant, a local favorite for fun, family, and friends. Enjoy award-winning Mediterranean, American, steak, and seafood dishes in their beautiful indoor dining room or expansive courtyard. Sip handcrafted cocktails or fine wines at the full bar and enjoy free on-site parking. Named an Open Table Diner's Choice for 2024, Raintree is located at 102 San Marco Ave. Call 904-824-7211 or make your reservation today at RaintreeRestaurant.com. Want the best way to stay in the now? Tune in to the 904 Now, St. Augustine's premier news and entertainment podcast network. Start your day with the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning for the latest news, unwind with laughs on Bollocks this evening, or get local perspective with Troy's 2 cents every Friday. We keep you connected to the community we live in. Like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. The 904 Now. Stay in the now. Barwick Banking Company is where tradition meets innovation. With over a century of history and roots deep in community values, Barwick Bank offers all the modern conveniences of big banks, plus the personal service only a local team can provide. From business and personal banking to home lending, they're for locals, by locals, serving you right here in St. Augustine and beyond. Visit barwickbank.com or stop by on the island at 101 Marina Cove Drive. Barwick Banking Company, where your future is local. Member FDIC.
When comfort and reliability matter, trust the team that truly does it all. Do all HVAC and plumbing. Proudly serving St. Johns County and Jacksonville. Locally owned and operated, Do All offers expert heating, cooling, and plumbing services for homes and businesses. From installs and emergency repairs to air quality, refrigeration, and complete plumbing, they're available 24/7 with honest, dependable care. Call 904-547-2168 or visit doallhvac.com. Who are you going to call?
The weather was awful.
Yes.
J. Lee Construction, Construction, Roofing, and Building Services is a Jacket alumni-owned builder that can handle all your building, renovation, roofing, and painting needs. J. Lee Construction Roofing Services has been serving roofing needs of St. John's and Duval for many years. They pride themselves on developing long-term relationships with their customers. They use only the highest quality products available in the industry. And that means the most tried and true, as well as the most innovative products available today. In the market for new construction, J. Lee Construction offers you the finest crews, project managers, and administrative professionals in the area. Whether you're building a new home from the ground up, upgrading current systems, or retrofitting an existing site, J. Lee Construction has the expertise and resources available to bring value to your project. Give them a call, 904-669-0284. J. Lee Construction, your hometown builders.
Barwick Banking Company is where tradition meets innovation. With over a century of history and roots deep in community values, Barwick Bank offers all the modern conveniences of big banks, plus the personal service only a local team can provide. From business and personal banking to home lending, they're for locals, by locals, serving you right here in St. Augustine and beyond. Visit barwickbank.com or stop by on the island at 101 Marina Cove Drive. Barwick Banking Company, where your future is local. Member FDIC.
When comfort and reliability matter, trust the team that truly does it all. Do all HVAC and Plumbing. Proudly serving St. Johns County and Jacksonville. Locally owned and operated, Do All offers expert heating, cooling, and plumbing services for homes and businesses. From installs and emergency repairs to air quality, refrigeration, and complete plumbing, they're available 24/7 with honest, dependable care. Call 904-547-2168 or visit doallhvac.com. Who are you going to call? Do All, the Heat Busters.
Joining me right now, and Casey, is the other guy in the radio booth, and that's our main man, Austin Lee, joins us right now. And Austin, appreciate the time. Great game in the first half. What's your thoughts so far?
Yeah, I was glad to get here. Wish I could have been here a little earlier, but as you guys said, I was listening to y'all. Got the two babies. I had to get them taken care of first, but I was watching just about every play and listened to it. I think I was just talking to Casey. No doubt they are more talented. If you go to their 22, they're on the field, and our 22 on the field, I would think they have an edge on us talent-wise, but how many times over the years have we seen that and we come out with more points at the end of the game? So the big thing for that, we got to obviously clean up some of those unforced errors, just doing silly things pre-snap. We can't do that. We got to take care of the ball the way we did. We won the turnover battle in the first half, which arguably was a turning point. I mean, they were walking to go 21-7, and then they cough the ball up. We go down the field, tie it up 14-14. So just do what we need to do. Keep mixing up looks on third and longs. Give that young quarterback Knox some trouble. We got some good pressure, got him on the ground a few times, and just take care of that run game and then do a little time possession on us. I think we'll be all right.
So Austin, they've got pretty good, talented wide receivers, right? I mean, this kid, the young man on the outside, he's going to go wherever he wants to go to college, and we've got sophomore cornerbacks who are a lot shorter than their receivers. From the cornerback position, what do? You just try to get more pressure on the quarterback? You try to get more safety help? What do you do?
Yeah, so there's a couple ways to attack it. You can't always baby your corners. So sometimes they are going to have to play one-on-one, or maybe not one-on-one necessarily, but just play their zone. And if they do wind up one-on-one, that is what it is. But you can definitely help them out up front by mixing up looks, doing different games to confuse their linemen, because at the end of the day, a receiver is only as effective as his quarterback. So if we can affect the quarterback to make him to where he's throwing the ball with his feet not planted and off platform and stuff. And he's a younger guy, so we can affect the ball getting to him. And I think we've done a good job of that so far, which I think we've also bracketed Bryson a little bit, which is why I've seen the other guy, I can't remember his name, 15, make a couple big plays, because you can only give so much attention across the field.
So we're talking to Austin Lee, who longtime coach here, now joining the broadcast team at WFOI 102.1 FM, and Austin, big difference, obviously, being in the broadcast booth. What surprises you up here? What are you enjoying doing, or are you enjoying doing it?
Oh, I love it. I wish I could do it every week, and eventually, hopefully, I can, as long as you'll let me, or we can keep trading, or however you want to do it. But I'd say the biggest difference is, well, one, the intensity. I I can't speak the way I want to speak up here, and I have a time or two, and I got to rig it in.
Had to bite his lip a few times.
Yeah, so, but also looking at it from a whole perspective as far as the whole team rather than just focusing in on just the defense or just the defensive line. And obviously just like seeing things and then trying to put it through a filter so that the viewer can actually understand what's happening rather than saying a bunch of confusing terms. But I absolutely love it. It's awesome. I want to do this since I was a kid. And so it's really, really fun. And James, like I say every time, he is the best of the best. I mean, I think he could take Jim Nance.
Hey!
Wait, in fairness, I've been carrying James for 20 years. I just want to get that on the record.
I was about to give you your props too, man. I mean, start listening to you guys, and you could tell this is, like a Joe Buck, Troy Aikman thing. A lot of time under tension between you two.
I will take that. All right, Austin, put your coach's hat on for a second here. Going into halftime, what are the coaches telling them? What are the adjustments do you think we need to make to kind of get back into this and take some of the advantage away?
So from defensive perspective, I think we're doing a good job. We're just going to try to have to hold up, which I know that's not the greatest strategy in the world, but sometimes that's what's realistic, is hold up, force negative plays when you can get them. You can't blitz every play. That's not realistic. So blitz when the opportunity is there. And then to me, on offense, they're playing Mandarin's defense is playing a lot of cover one, so they're just pressing our guys. I think hopefully we can get some pick routes and different things, and mesh routes to where they have to run with our guys across the field and just scheme our guys open rather than – because a lot of times what we do is a quick PSG is a pre-snap gifts where if somebody's playing 10 yards off, we'll just throw it to Samorian right now. Not going to get that when there's somebody standing 1 yard across from them. So
seen that a lot tonight, playing tight coverage.
Yeah, and what we've done a few times, just push the ball down the field. Say, who cares who's out there? We're going to put the ball on Samorian's outside shoulder. Don't let that free safety, which is Bryson Wright, by the way, have a chance to get out there and let our ballers just be ballers. And that's worked out so far. So
we're talking to Austin Lee, and up here in the booth, and again, Austin, defensive line coach here, played here at St. Augustine High School and now joined the WFOI broadcast team. Austin, you are now a radio announcer. You are the father of two. You are also running a J. Lee Construction. I just wanted to say what a great job you did on my roof, and I'm assuming that's keeping you pretty busy as well and keeping you off the coaching lines.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead and sell yourself.
Yeah, no. So my dad's actually here behind me. So J. Lee Construction. My dad is James, which is the J of J. Lee Construction. He runs the building side. He's a licensed builder. Then I'm a licensed roofer. I run my roofing side. So it's kind of nice because we can do a father-son duo, but not have to necessarily work together all the time.
My dad once came to me and he said, "Wouldn't it be cool if you and I could have worked together?" And I said, "No, not necessarily."
yeah, it doesn't. It sounds great, and then things happen, and then all of a sudden it's not. You're not equals, or you're not boss and employee. You're father and son, and sometimes those lines get blurred. But I think we got a good system figured out where we can both kind of do our own thing, and then when we got to work together, we work together well.
Well, Austin, I'm thrilled that you're part of the crew. You said as long as I'll let you, man. The torch is being passed, brother, and you're doing a great job. And I hope to be listening to you for many, many years on the sidelines here with James, doing Yellow Jacket football. I'm very excited about staying at home, drinking a Cabernet while you're doing your thing, and glad you could come up and spend a little time with us at halftime.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you guys. I wasn't expecting this. This is fun talking to you guys. So let's have a good second half, and let's finish this thing undefeated, get that number 1 seed.
Let's go Jackets. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate the time. We'll catch up soon, obviously, with the playoffs down the road. Hey, let's throw it back to studio for a quick timeout. We'll come back in a few minutes. We'll get you all set up for the third quarter kickoff. Tied score, 14 apiece. Don't go anywhere. We got a good one here tonight, folks. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football.
At St. John's Family Funeral Home and Crematory, they believe every life is unique, and honoring that uniqueness is a vital part of healing. From personal traits to life's journey, they take the time to celebrate what made your loved one special. Their spacious, family-friendly facility includes an on-site crematory and offers a full range of services, from traditional burials, various cremation options, to green burials, and military tribute. With years of experience and a reputation built on excellence and integrity, they have been honored to serve families from all walks of life. Whether you're planning ahead or facing an immediate need, their compassionate team is here to guide you through every step with care and attention to detail. Call us today at 904-824-1625 or visit www.stjohnsfamilyfuneralhome.com to learn more. Stay connected with your community on the 904 Now, St. Augustine's premier news and entertainment network. From morning updates to evening laughs, we keep you informed and entertained. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Rumble, the 904 Now. Stay in the now. Barwick Banking Company is where tradition meets innovation. With over a century of history and roots deep in community values, Barwick Bank offers all the modern conveniences of big banks, plus the personal service only a local team can provide. From business and personal banking to home lending, they're for locals, by locals, serving you right here in St. Augustine and beyond. Visit barwickbank.com or stop by on the island at 101 Marina Cove Drive. Barwick Banking Company, where your future is local. Member FDIC.
When comfort and reliability matter, trust the team that truly does it all. Do all HVAC and plumbing. Proudly serving St. Johns County and Jacksonville. Locally owned and operated, Do All offers expert heating, cooling, and plumbing services for homes and businesses. From installs and emergency repairs to air quality, refrigeration, and complete plumbing, they're available 24/7 with honest, dependable care. Call 904-547-2168 or visit doallhvac.com. Who are you going to call? Do All, the Heat Busters.
Live.
Welcome back to Foots Brumley Stadium, St. Augustine, Florida. Yellow Jackets versus Mandarin Mustangs. 14-14 is your tie coming out of the half. And we're just about ready to, we just finished honoring the band seniors, which was nice. They, of course, contribute to the atmosphere here at St. Augustine football games. Yellow Jackets coming back in. We talked about how important this football game was. We talked about how important it was to win this game against Mandarin from a seeding perspective, because Choctaw is out there in the Panhandle. They're ranked just one spot above us right now in the, and I put this word in quotes, computer rankings, because we have no idea how that works. And right now, Yellow Jackets are 14-14. If they win this game, it'd be hard to understand not moving back past Choctaw when our strength of schedule is already better than Choctaw's. But Choctaw, of course, has come east 4 years in a row, and maybe the big wigs at FHSAA just decide to save them some transportation money. Some stats here real quickly. First of all, touchdowns coming from a 4-yard run by Preston in the second possession of the football game. And just before the half, a 14-play, 85-yard drive by the Yellow Jackets following the fumble recovery by Spivey at the defensive line, and Wingo catching the 17-yard touchdown pass to knot it at 14 right now. Brenton James is unofficially 12 of 17 for 131 yards and a touchdown, but it does look like his mobility is a little bit limited. Been struggling with the hamstring a little bit. Got a break last week in that big win against Ridgeview, where he was able to basically sit out the second half and let the backup quarterback Bennett Hunt come in and spend a little time, get some throws. In fact, he got a touchdown pass as well against Ridgeview last week. But Brenton James, 12 of 17, 131 yards. But he just does the team as comfortable. James?
Yeah, for the Yellow Jackets, from team perspective, they have 5 first downs to Mandarin's 8. The big stat for me, Jackets are 1 for 5 on third down conversions tonight. Mandarin is 5 of 6, and I think that looms large here in this one as we get back to live action here. Great open field tackle. Ball came out late. They're going to say he was down. No signal yet.
I think he was down.
I think he was too. The ball came out.
Yeah, I think they're going to call him down
on the kickoff.
But just a great open field tackle.
Yes, it was.
Who was that? That was that Mr. Elmore?
I think it might have been.
Yep.
I think it might have been.
Yep, that was Mr. Elmore on the tackle. Just a great open field tackle. Kickoff down to about the 15-yard line for the Yellow Jackets, and the Mandarin return man in full speed, but Elmore right there grabbing around the ankles and bringing him down after a short 5-yard or 10-yard return.
So they're at the nose of the football at the 25-yard line. That's where Mandarin will start this third period. 14-14 is our score. Mustangs with the football first to start the third period. See what kind of adjustments on defense the Yellow Jacket coaching staff made coming out of the break here. They send a man in motion across the field. He'll set up slot right. Swings it out, and it's a completed pass. And up the field he goes. Has a first down into Yellow Jacket territory and finally taken out of bounds. And there it is, Bryson Wright. He is the playmaker, and he has been a menace for the Yellow Jackets here today.
Oh, boy, he's got some high rankings in the recruiting for the class of 28. He's got some very, very high ranks already in the state of Florida and nationally, and a lot of people talking to him. I mean, the Floridas, the Miamis, the Florida States.
Yeah,
everybody's talking to him.
So it takes it all the way into Yellow Jacket territory. He was finally getting out of bounds at the 41. So that's where they have it, first down and 10 here. 2 left, 1 right. Play clock at 10. Ennis in the shotgun. Play clock at 5, and here's the snap. Drops back, looks, fires a deep ball down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Good coverage on the far sideline there by the Yellow Jackets as he turned and looked at the football the entire way, and it was great coverage downfield.
I think it was perfect coverage. I mean, he had the inside track, and he absolutely blocked the receiver from being able to get to the ball because he got to the spot first. Really good coverage downfield. Also, by the way, very nicely thrown ball by Knox Ennis. I mean, maybe a little bit underthrown, but this young man throws a really nice ball. Interesting to hear Austin Lee talk at halftime about how to get pressure on this sophomore quarterback, that getting to him quickly, and that's what really helped the Yellow Jackets in that first half get back into this football game, getting some blitzes going and getting a lot of pressure from the middle of that defensive line.
Play clock down to 2. Down to 1, it got to 0. They throw the flag. He didn't get it off in time. The back judge staring right at the play clock. It got to 0 and threw the flag.
That make it second and about 15 for the Mandarin Mustangs, pushing the ball back to about the 46-yard line. That's the Yellow Jacket 46-yard line.
That's at least the second delay of game call against Mandarin. Could be the third.
They wound up having to call a timeout on one, if you recall, early in that second quarter.
So it'll cost them 5 yards, push it back to the 46, second down and 15 now for the Mustangs. He'll set up 2 receivers far left, 1 to the right. Now they'll send a back out in motion. He'll set up slot right. Twins on both sides. High snap and almost picked off. It was a high throw. Bryson Wright on a slant pattern. He was lined up wide to the right and cut to the middle of the field. And it was not a well-thrown ball there.
No, it was a high ball, and Bryson Wright showed a little bit of frustration, and because he was open. He was open on that short post, and the ball just flew about 2 yards over his head. But he definitely had the defensive defender on his backside and wide open and a good lead, and that young man is still running.
Third down and 15 here. A couple of extra DBs come into the ball game. They'll run a dime package. 11:25 to go, third quarter. Tie score, 14-14. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Shotgun snap. Ennis looking. Pocket collapses, and now he's flushed out. Flag comes in, should be a hold. He'll be sacked all the way back at their own 47-yard line. Great pursuit and great coverage downfield by the Yellow Jackets. They played it perfectly there.
Mason Bean on that sack that time, and there were 3 or 4 guys chasing him down. Damian Spivey was chasing him down. Markel Logan was chasing him down. But Bean, with the extra little bit of speed as the quarterback went to the outside, tackled him for a loss. They can decline that holding call. 4th and probably 22, 23, a bunch, whatever it is.
4th and a long way to go. So after the long pass play by Bryson Wright on the first play here in the half, it's been negative yardage, minus 12 yards from that point.
We talked about at the beginning of the game, how do you stop this passing attack and these great wide receivers? Pressure the quarterback.
Wingo back deep. He won't get a chance at this one. It hit at the 26.
Now,
and
why
it'd be
would
down at the 24?
Why would that young man from Mandarin catch the ball?
Not sure.
When it would have bounced probably a minimum of 5 more yards.
Not sure.
Other than the fact that it bounced right into his hands.
It bounced right into his lap.
We're not complaining.
No, we'll take it.
We appreciate it.
He saved us a couple of yards
He
there.
did indeed.
All right, so first down and 10. First possession of the second half here for St. Augustine. They've got it at their own 24-yard line. 11:04 to go here, third quarter. 14-14 is our score. So let's see what kind of adjustments the Yellow Jackets make on offense now.
Well, you heard Austin Lee talk about if they play off you a little bit, let those playmakers get a quick ball. But it looks like they're playing tight on defense.
Yeah, they're playing
pressing,
tight.
They're pressing on the corners.
1 high safety here. Play clock at 10. Shotgun snap, handoff. Preston's got it, and he's got a big room. He's got a big hole up the middle, all the way down to midfield and into Mustang territory, now to the 49-yard line. A big run by Nate Preston right there. My goodness.
28-yard gallop up the middle. And what I loved about Nate Preston that time is as he got contact, 2 hands went to the football. Yep. 2 hands went to the football, protected it, and the Yellow Jackets now inside Mandarin territory.
Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 49. Handoff again. Preston now cutting it to the outside, trying to get around the edge, and he won't get much. A yard, maybe 2, down near the 46-yard line.
Yeah, we'll give him 1.5 on that play. Right just outside the 46-yard line. 14-14 is your score, 10:29 to go in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets with the first possession of the second half for themselves. Mandarin took the opening kickoff of the second half. Yellow Jackets made a big stop with a couple of sacks and inside Mandarin territory.
Second down and 8. Handoff. Taken. Nate Preston's got it. Spins away from a defender and powers his way down to the 30-yard line. What a run by Nate Preston. Good for 16 yards.
Yeah, 16 yards right up the middle, and he probably did a 360 on his way there as he was bouncing off of defenders. But a nice job by Nate Preston picking up the first down and keeping the Mandarin offense off the field, tiring out this defense. Remember, there's a few Mandarin players that play offense that are also on this defensive side.
Yeah, playing some double duty here. First down and 10 for St. Augustine. Handoff again. Preston between the tackles, keeping them honest. And right now they have found something in the ground game that they liked, making the adjustments from the first half. The ground game is working it right now here on this drive.
Yeah, I got about a yard on that one, so it's 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets from the 30-yard line. That's the Mandarin 30-yard line. 14-14 is your score, 9:28 to go in the third quarter.
2nd down and 9 here. Clock running.
It's been the Nate Preston show on this drive,
Yes,
James.
it has, and I like that.
Oh, no,
Let's
it's fun.
grind it out here. All right, play clock down to 12. Brenton James looking to the sideline. He'll get the correct play call and protection. Set up his O-line, and here we go. Play action. Looking towards the end zone, and defender pushed him out of bounds, and it'll be incomplete.
Looks like a little hand contact there to me.
A little bit there. I think that's Santiago on the near side. And
I'm surprised that we didn't get a call on that. It looked like some hands.
too.
By the way, Preston is averaging 5.9 yards a carry. He's averaging 64 yards a game, 12 touchdowns. But remember that he didn't really start being the full-time back until Trendell Anderson moved into the slot against Riverside when Wingo and Santiago were both out.
And we've got a stoppage of play. I'm not sure what we have here. So let's see what we got. Is it a delay of game of some kind? Well, I guess they figured it out, and we'll play the game now.
Well, he's explaining it to the
Mandarin side. Well, I'm not sure what happened on that one, but we're going to play ball now.
Yeah, what happened was
something.
It's an incomplete pass.
There it is. All right, 3rd down and 9 here. Twins left, 2 tight ends in the game for extra protection. Fakes the handoff, swings it out. Caden Smith has got it, but he can't get upfield. If he could have got away from the defender, he had a lot of green in front of him, but he couldn't get away. It's a short gain on the plate. Call it 2 yards. 4th down and 7 now. Offense is going to stay on the field.
The Mandarin defense has great closing speed, James. They displayed that the entire first half. Just great closing speed. That play was absolutely designed to pick up a few more yards, although going into that play, with that call, it was always 2-down territory for the Yellow Jackets.
So, Casey Sturr comes off late here. 15 seconds on the play clock. Still looking to the sideline.
Looks like we got a timeout.
Yeah,
call?
they're going to burn a timeout. I think there was some confusion with the play and the personnel.
Yeah.
So they'll burn a timeout wisely here. Good timeout. And we'll keep it here. 8:18 to go.
And Brian is out there talking to the official. I think it goes back to that last play where,
I think you're right,
where there was some confusion, and Brian's trying to get an explanation, or better yet, he's explaining.
Yeah, he's explaining it to the official right now. Timeout brought to you in part by our good folks over at Steve Chapman's All-American Air Conditioning and Heating, voted best by you in St. Augustine for over 25 years. Give them a call, 904-461-0070, or find them online at allamericanac.com.
Slow-cooked and plate-covered portions from Sonny's Barbecue. Mouth-watering brisket to pulled pork, barbecue chicken, ribs, and more. They're up on State Road 16 near the Outlet Mall, 904-824-3315.
Local pitmasters since 1968. All right.
We got an explanation on the play.
Okay.
That all the discussion. Apparently, when they threw the ball back into the play, hit a ref in the eye.
It's hard to see when taking football to the eye.
You need refs being able to see. I've complained about their eyesight for 20 years, but this was legitimate.
4th down and 7 out of the timeout. Here we go. Shotgun snap, rolling right, looking, fires it backside, and he's got it. He's got a fast up the field, inside the 10 and down to the 5-yard line. What a play call there. He rolled, everything rolled to the right side. It was a throwback pass on a screen, and it was wide open on that far sideline.
Wide open on the far sideline. Was that Trendell?
I think it was.
Yeah. We talked about it at the beginning of the game, how that slot receiver position has really, really benefited this Yellow Jacket offense. Ball sitting at about the 7-yard line, it looks, so that's a 22-yard reception by the Yellow Jackets.
So it'll be first down and goal here. Great play call there. Clock moving, 7:50 to go, third quarter. Jackets looking for the first lead of the ball game. Handoff, Preston powering his way. He won't get there. Inside the 5. And let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it right at the 5-yard line. Short gain on the play.
Picked up 2 yards, so it's second and goal from about the 5 now for the Yellow Jackets. Just trying to run the ball up the middle, powered behind that big offensive line, behind the right side of that offensive line. Isaiah Williams, Reed Bray. Isaiah Williams, nice interview with that young man.
Yes, it was. Great to catch up with him at practice this week. Second and goal. Handoff again. Preston powering his way. Didn't get there.
Looked like he lost his footing pretty early in that run, and he went down. He probably fell forward for a couple. Yeah, fell forward for a couple.
So another 2 yards here.
So here's the other question, James. Are they in 4-down territory now?
I think you're definitely in 4-down territory.
Questionable kicking game, high-powered man-to-man offense.
I think 7. I think you want
7.
It's worth the risk to go for 7 here as opposed to settling for 3.
And I think this next play call, whatever it is, will tell us what Brian Braddock is thinking.
Looking to the sideline. 10 seconds on the play clock. Play comes in. Play clock at 6. Shotgun snap. Handoff. Preston again. Does he get in? He gets down close. No. He gets down at the 1-yard line. It'll be fourth and goal from the 1 now.
They're going. They never thought anything else.
Big play call here.
Yep. Brian and Brandon James, Florida-Georgia game Hall of Famer Brandon James, going 4-down fourth.
So he gets the play call in from the sideline. Now they'll shift around a little bit. 1 receiver left, 1 wide right.
8 seconds on the play, 12 seconds on the play clock.
Shotgun snap. Handoff. Preston's got it, powering his way. No signal yet.
I think he's in.
Does he get in? No signal yet. Does he get in? Haven't got a signal from either of the side judges yet. Oh, they're going to say no. They're going to say no. He did not get in. Wow.
I think every Yellow Jacket fan and Yellow Jacket player said,
wow. They're going to say goal line stand and down inside the 1-yard line. Boy, that is a tough pill to swallow right there. You had first and goal from about the 8-yard line. 4 shots. You had it fourth and goal from the 1, and you can't punch it in.
Yeah, but I don't doubt or question the play calls. Nate Preston's running strong up the middle. He's broken 2 or 3 really strong runs. The inside of that offensive line has been doing a good job finding holes for him. Just everything tightened up when you get down to the 4-yard line. Everything tightens up, and just everything gets a little tighter.
Look like they got a big push up front here.
We have an official timeout with 5:30 left to play.
Why?
Official timeout.
Oh, water break, I guess. 5:30 to go, so we'll take the water break timeout right here. Boy, that nose of the football is blowing kisses at the goal line right there. My goodness.
I don't know if he was in or not, but I can tell you that there were a few thousand St. Augustine Yellow Jacket fans that thought he was in by listening to the folks in the stands.
Right. We'll keep it right here to the timeout. Timeout brought to you in part by the St. John's Housing Partnership, creating safe, clean, and affordable housing in North Florida for over 25 years. Support nonprofit St. John's Housing Partnership and make a donation today. You can make a difference. Go to sjhp.org to donate today.
Also, Stretch Zone, one-on-one practitioner, assisted stretching that can't be duplicated on your own. You move better, you feel better, and you enjoy life more. Flexibility for life at stretchzone.com. And boy, the older you get, and if you're still trying to do active type stuff, golfing, walking, hiking. Stretching it becomes a little bit more important as you get older.
Yes, it is.
That's the Stretch Zone, a new sponsor for us this year, supporting Yellow Jacket football. We appreciate it. Go check them out.
1st and 10 from inside the 1. It's a handoff, trying to get a little breathing room. He'll push it out to the 3, maybe the 4-yard line, and it will be 2nd down and about 7.
Boy, I was just watching that offensive lineman. His name is Vaughn Houshand. He's a senior offensive lineman, and he's as big as anybody that plays on Saturday. That's a big offensive line. This is a Class 7 school, isn't it?
6A.
Big
they're
school.
Big school. Clock running, 4:55 to go, 3rd quarter. Tie ball game, 14 apiece. Trying to kick it outside now, and he will get it out across the 10 and should have the 1st down, I think, with the mark. And they will. They'll move the chains here. 1st down and 10 from the 11.
For people that are new to Yellow Jacket football, we got to remind you that Brian Braddock coached at Mandarin for about 2-3 years.
Yep.
And he left here as defensive coordinator, went to Mandarin, turned around a program that was absolutely struggling, almost winless, and took them to the playoffs for a couple years. And obviously, Joey Wiles retired, and the opportunity to come home and run the Yellow Jacket program was too good, from a legacy standpoint to pass up, and we're thrilled that he's here. But Brian's got a bit of a connection with Mandarin.
1st down and 10 here for the Mustangs. Shotgun snap, looking for a deep ball downfield. Hit as he throws, and it is going to be short and incomplete. Good coverage downfield on Bryson Wright, man on man. Wright looking for a flag. There wasn't one, and it was good coverage downfield and good pressure on the young quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of contact as they're running, and then the ball was underthrown a little bit, and both the receiver and the defensive back kind of made a stop and started going down towards where the football was, but both of them were entitled to the ball. That's good no call on the part of the official.
All right, 2nd down and 10. 4:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Game is tied, 14-14. One receiver wide right. 2 tight ends in the game. They got a bunch formation. Handoff, Foster going right side, bounces off a defender and finally taken down after a gain of about 4 on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 4 here for the Mustangs.
Foster's a load. He's a junior. He averages 7.5 yards a carry. He's already got 4 100-yard games, and he gets 87 yards a game. So he's a pretty good running back because they've got 3 running backs they play quite a bit, and all of them average over 7 yards a carry.
3rd down and 4. Handoff right side. Foster again empowers his way for the 1st down. Off that right side. No, check that. It was a different runner. Looks like it was it was Foster, yeah. So Foster has been the main ball carrier tonight. Came into the game with about 800 yards on the season. But he is a big, powerful back for sure. 9 touchdowns and a 7.5 yard per carry average. Ooh, late flag comes in. Somebody say something, or I'm not sure. That just kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, by looking at body language, it's against the Yellow Jackets, and somebody might have said something because there was certainly no physical activity going on well before the snap, but there's definitely some body language issues.
Well, Willie Elmore is going to come off the field here. Brian Braddock's going to get an explanation. Willie Elmore did something or said something or did something else, and Elmore's got an earful for the official.
Willie's got a lot of passion.
Yes, he does.
He's got a lot of passion.
He's got a lot of passion. Brian Braddock trying to settle him down a little bit.
They picked up the flag.
So I guess it was just a warning, but he had to go to the sideline for a play at least. All right, so no harm, no foul there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 25-yard line. Shotgun snap. Annis looking, pressuring. Now he's flushed out. Pressure's coming, and they're going to get to him and tackle him at the 26, maybe 27. Short gain on the play.
Missed a big-time hold that time.
Yeah.
Missed a big-time hold. Markel Logan saying, where was the hold? I mean, his jersey was pulled.
Yep. He's asking for it.
He's asking, and he should ask for it.
He was like, what do I got to do, ref? What do I got to do?
For our 904 viewers, you saw that.
All right. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. No scoring here in the third quarter thus far. It's been a defensive struggle.
Well, there have been big offensive plays the entire game by both sides, but still 14-14.
Second down and 8. Shotgun snap, Foster. Between the tackles, not much there. Short gain on the play. Didn't get to the 30, down at the 29.
Yellow jacket down. There was contact. Who's that coming off?
That's Elmore, or is that Santiago? That's Elmore.
That's Elmore. Yeah, I mean he was trying to blitz, and he got taken out on a big block, and big time contact behind the line of scrimmage, and
they're going to look at him on the sideline.
Yeah, Doc's with him. Dr. Norfolk's
cramp, I think. He's trying to get it stretched.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
He's trying to get it stretched out. So Elmore will be tended to on the sideline. Meanwhile, 3rd down and 5 here after a 3-yard gain by Foster. And the Jacket defense could really use a 3-and-out and get the Mandarin offense off the field. So here we go. 2 right, 2 tight ends in the game. Rolling right, looking. Pressure comes. He's got it complete, and it's a first down. Man, Bryson Wright just seems like he is wide open every time.
Yeah, I think.
My goodness, he got a little limp now for Bryson Wright as he comes from the sideline this time, though. Something to keep an eye on.
I think that the cornerback kind of got stuck in a situation where he was worried about the run and took a couple of steps up. It looked because Bryson Wright just slid behind him and made the play right on the sideline, right on the far sideline for the first down. But it looked like the corner kind of bit on the end around by the quarterback, who was just scrambling to his right. He wasn't necessarily a planned run.
So 1st down and 10 here for the Mustangs. Jacket showing blitz, and here they come. Bringing pressure, and Foster is hit at the line of scrimmage, drags the defender for a short gain, short of the 45-yard line, down to the 44. Call it a 2-yard gain here. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
14-14 is your score, 1:13 to go in the third quarter. No score in this third quarter. The Yellow Jackets only having one possession. It was a 10-play, 76-yard drive. They got stalled at the 1-foot line. Looking at 2nd and about 7 right now from the Mandarin 44. Yellow Jacket defense, great time for a stop.
2nd down, Jackets coming again with pressure. Handoff, Foster this time, hit and drop, but not before he picks up the first down. Big run there, a lot of extra going on, extracurricular. Jackets need to walk away from that.
There's a lot of big hitting going on out there.
Yes, there is.
Markel Logan coming out, getting a break on that defensive line. Oh, he's got a shoe issue. His shoe came off.
So 1st down and 10. That was a big run, powerful run by Foster. Jackets brought pressure that time, and Foster went right up the middle. Quick strike out to the receiver, hit and dropped immediately. It's a 5-yard completion, but he was hit and taken down quickly. So good coverage there by the Yellow Jacket secondary.
Yeah, that was Bryson Wright, the sophomore. And, you know, you're so afraid of that kid getting behind you. He's big, he's got speed, and obviously Knox Anus, the quarterback, you know, can get him the ball. So you're really afraid to try to press him too much.
Here's a handoff going this side. Last play of the third quarter. He will not get the first down. He'll be about 3 yards shy, and that'll do it for the third quarter.
Mason Bean on the tackle, James.
We go to the 4th. Jackets 14, Mandarin 14. We'll come back after this. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football.
J. Lee Construction, Roofing and Building Services is a Jacket alumni-owned builder that can handle all your building, renovation, roofing, and painting needs. J. Lee Construction Roofing Services has been serving roofing needs of St. John's and Duval for many years. They pride themselves on developing long-term relationships with their customers. They use only the highest quality products available in the industry. And that means the most tried and true, as well as the most innovative products available today. In the market for new construction, J. Lee Construction offers you the finest crews, project managers, and administrative professionals in the area. Whether you're building a new home from the ground up, upgrading current systems, or retrofitting an existing site, J. Lee Construction has the expertise and resources available to bring value to your project. Give them a call, 904-669-0284. J. Lee Construction, your hometown builders.
14, Mustangs 14. Been quite a ball game thus far. No scoring in that third period. Went back and forth a few times. Jackets only had one possession. They were stopped short at the goal line on a 4th down and 1. And that has been the difference here tonight.
Well, you know, the two big plays on the defense, Spivey's fumble recovery at around the 15-yard line and that goal line stand by Mandarin. And both of those are really defining plays by both defenses.
3rd down and 3 coming up right here. Shotgun snap. Here's a handoff. Foster. He won't get there. He'll be hit and stopped. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. It won't. It's a loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 4th down and 4 from the Jacket 43-yard line.
This is a real test of the Mandarin coaching staff because they know how explosive this Yellow Jacket offense can be, and going for it here and not getting it, that's a big risk play because you're sitting at the 43-yard line. You would be giving them some pretty good field position, but it looks like the Mandarin Mustangs are going to go for it. 4th and a long 4, sitting at about the 43-yard line. 11:24 to go in the football game. 14-14 is your score. Big play.
So here we go. Trying to get the Yellow Jackets to jump off sides, and I don't think they're going to. Play clock down to 5. They'll walk off the field and call a timeout.
You know, I've watched this referee. This referee is dyslexic when it comes to who called the timeouts.
So the Mustangs will call a timeout here.
He keeps doing the hokey pokey thing, you know.
Yep, we'll keep it right here during this timeout. Timeout brought to you in part by our good friend, licensed realtor Robin Arnold with the Ponte Vedra Club Realty St. Augustine office. You can call or text them at 904-347-1963 or visit them at letsgo904.com.
And let's talk about Anastasia Diner and Moultrie Creek Diner. Good people, good food, good times. You're home away from home, and tell them Izzy sent you. You know, there's something special about a diner. You know, when you got a big fat menu, and you've got a place to get a cup of coffee and hang out with friends, and there's something, it's been a long, long time, but I used to live in the Northeast, and diners were a big part of our culture.
Yes, it is.
And Anastasia Diner and Moultrie Creek Diner, two pretty good places to pick up on that vibe.
11:13 to go here, 4th quarter. Just underway in the 4th. Tie ball game, 14 apiece. And the offense comes back onto the field here. So they have trips right, 1 receiver far left. 4th down and 4. They'll send a receiver to the left. Swinging out across the middle, and it is incomplete! Incomplete, hit Bryson Wright in the hands, but he couldn't come up with it. And it's a big-time stop by the Yellow Jacket defense.
Ball was a little bit high. Ball was thrown a little bit high, but it's a catch that you think a guy like Bryson Wright's going to make all day long. All I can think of is he heard footsteps because there were a couple of guys closing on him on that play, but that was definitely a catchable ball for Bryson Wright. Nevertheless, Yellow Jackets take over. The ball is now sitting at the 42-yard line. That's their own 42-yard line. And another big stop by the defense. Defense, Spivey picking up a fumble in the second quarter. And this 4th and 4 stop, big also.
1st down and 10 here. Run to the right side. Here's Preston. He gets upfield. He's got a 1st down into Mustang territory and down inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 late flags come flying in.
I think you're going to see a face mask. I think that's what you're going to see.
So could tack on an extra 15 yards here on a great run by Nate Preston. Boy, they have really found something with the ground game here in this second half, Casey.
Well, you know, we talked about that at halftime about coaches going in and making adjustments. We talked about it with Austin Lee, who, part of our broadcast team here and coached here for a long time. Those are the types of adjustments that, you go in, you talk with the coaches that are up in the box, and you make those kind of adjustments. Offensive line doing a nice job. Nate Preston running with desire. Gets the extra yards, 15 yards on the face mask.
So it is a 15-yard penalty, puts it inside the 25-yard line. So tack it on, and the Jackets are banging on the red zone once again at the Mandarin 23-yard line. 1st down and 10. Here we go. 2 left, 1 right. Handoff. Preston again. Hips and skips his way to the right side. Flag comes in. I see one of the offensive linemen with his helmet off. That's got to be illegal hands up in the face.
No, it's it looks like it's on the Yellow Jackets.
Boy, my goodness.
It may be illegal participation or whatever they call that.
That's Reed Bray coming to the sideline. The double nickel, they like to call him, and it is against the Yellow Jackets. It'll cost them some yardage here.
Yeah, your helmet comes off. You got to stop playing.
So illegal participation, and they'll push it back.
33-yard line.
Yeah, 10-yard penalty.
1st and 20 now for the Yellow Jackets. But they got the ball. They got a little mo going after that 4th down stop.
All right, 1st down and 10. Mandarin coming with pressure. Rolling out, looking. Oh, that's got to be a flag. There is no flag on the field. The player was hit and drilled by Bryson Wright. That was Nate Preston. He went through Nate Preston to try to get to the football before it was in there. No flag comes in. Boy, that is a big miss there by the officials.
Yeah, that's bottom line. That was interference. I mean, clearly the contact came early.
Goodness.
Clearly, I mean, it would not have been a big pickup, but clearly the contact came early, and that Yellow Jacket coaching staff just going crazy on the sideline. Brian actually had to take about 3-4 steps back behind his players to make sure he didn't say something. That was just missed call right in front of the official. No excuse.
Yeah.
No excuse.
That's a tough one right there. 2nd down and 20. Jackets have it at the Mandarin 33-yard line. Shotgun snap. Play action. Looking. Fires a ball across the middle, and no flag comes in again. Good coverage by the Mustangs. Jackets are stalling here a little bit. It'll be 3rd and 20 now with a long way to go.
I like the call, though, because they're going to the guy that really carried them on his back in the first half offensively, Samarian Wingo, in terms of making plays, getting first downs when he needed them, obviously getting that second touchdown. That was not a bad route. Ball just a little overthrown.
So 3rd down and 20. 3rd down and 20. Jackets need to convert here. Try to get some points on the board. Trips left, 1 receiver wide right. 3 seconds on the play clock, down to 2. They'll burn a timeout.
And they're an unhappy coaching staff.
Yeah, they're going to come to the sideline and try to regroup here.
Well, I think they're still commiserating.
Yeah, a little bit
over that.
Some of the 8s on that sideline.
Yeah, over that non-call.
A couple of scores to update you on. Nice is up 27-10 on Beachside Bartram Trail. All over Ribault 41-8. Check that 51-8. Bartram Trail. Creekside's winning 14-10. In that ball game, and that's over on Ponte Vedra, so that's a little bit of surprise there. And we got a Choctaw score 10-7. Choctaw with the lead, struggling a little bit with Enterprise.
Let's go Enterprise.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Chicken Salad Chick, if you'd like to send a special thank you to the good folks at Chicken Salad Chick who've kindly provided some really tasty chicken salad sandwiches for our crew for a number of years. Healthy place to eat, located at 207 in US 1. Traditional, savory, fruity, spicy. They got the most delicious chicken salad options around. Plus, they have egg salad. Check out their menu and order online, www.chickensaladchick.com. And then check them out, 904-615-8329. Back to action. 14-14 is your score. 3rd and about 20 for the Yellow Jackets.
3rd down. Shotgun. Fires it across the middle, and they get Samorian Wingo, and he hits it for a first down, and who gets the touchdown? Oh, baby, Samorian Wingo! He got it right between the middle, and he spun away from defenders and took it all the way to the house for the touchdown. Showtime, Samorian Wingo gives the Jackets the lead for the first time today.
33-yarder, just a short post pattern, and Wingo just outrunning the defense. Nice job by Brenton James being patient, letting that play develop, hitting Wingo full in stride. Wingo cruising into the end zone, nobody touching him, even though there were plenty of white jerseys around him. You go to your playmaker.
You go to the guy.
You go to the guy.
Good snap, good hold, extra point is up, and it is through. 21-14, Jackets with the lead for the first time tonight. Back to the studio. We'll be right back after this. This is Yellow Jacket Football.
Barwick Banking Company is where tradition meets innovation. With over a century of history and roots deep in community values, Barwick Bank offers all the modern conveniences of big banks, plus the personal service only a local team can provide. From business and personal banking to home lending, they're for locals, by locals, serving you right here in St. Augustine and beyond. Visit barwickbank.com or stop by on the island at 101 Marina Cove Drive. Barwick Banking Company, where your future is local. Member FDIC.
When comfort and reliability matter, trust the team that truly does it all. Do all HVAC and plumbing. Proudly serving St. Johns County and Jacksonville. Locally owned and operated, Do All offers expert heating, cooling, and plumbing services for homes and businesses. From installs and emergency repairs to air quality, refrigeration, and complete plumbing, they're available 24/7 with honest, dependable care. Call 904-547-2168 or visit doallhvac.com. Who are you going to call? Do All, the Heat Busters.
You are live.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 10:20 to go. Fourth quarter. Jackets with a first-time lead, 21-14. And it was the defense that set them up with the short field here. And it took it 3 plays and 42 yards. And the Yellow Jackets get it in the end zone for the touchdown. Short kick taken at the 20-yard line. They won't get far. Good coverage downfield by the Yellow Jackets there. And I believe it was Andy Birchall with the tackle, and it was.
Yeah, short kick, but pretty good coverage by the Yellow Jackets.
All right, so let's see what the defense can do here. 10-14 to go in the ballgame.
By the way, we talk about giving a lot of scores. Let's give some props to the Murray Middle School Bulldog volleyball team who beat Gamble Rogers tonight 2-0 behind the stellar play of libero Lily Birch.
It almost has a feel like you're somehow connected to that program.
I'm just bringing you the news.
All right, first down and 10 here for the Mustangs. They have it at their own 23-yard line. 2 left, 1 right. They trail for the first time tonight now. Jackets showing blitz. Handoff. Foster hit and dropped in the backfield. What a play by the defense right there. They were all over Sean Keys Foster. My goodness, check that. That was number 23 for the Mustangs, Kyrie Wilson.
This defense has bent a little bit today, and given up 2 or 3 really big pass plays. But they've also come up with some big plays. Spivey, fumble recovery, fourth down stop.
Been a lot of feast or famine.
And that time, a 1-yard loss on a guy that's been running the ball pretty well.
Twins left, twins right for the Mustangs here. 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap, fires it across the middle, and it is caught. Weiss has got it, and he's in space. All the way down across the 45 and out to the 46-yard line, and it was just a quick hitter on a slant pattern, and there was one defender there, couldn't make the tackle, and he gained an extra 10, 12 yards after the catch.
Well, it looked like he almost went for the ball. It looked like the defender thought he could jump the route and pick up the interception. He was just a tad late for that and didn't get to it. And obviously a nice play by the Mustangs to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 for them, sitting at the 45-yard line. Scores 21-14 Yellow Jackets, 9-12 to go in the football game.
Twins left, twins right here. 1st down and 10. Dropping back, looking, pressure, pocket collapses, he's flushed out. Keeping his eyes upfield, he's going to fire a deep ball to nobody on the sideline, and it's incomplete.
There's a photographer on the sideline.
That's true. It wasn't to just nobody.
It was not to nobody.
Someone was there.
That photographer is somebody's son, and you called him nobody.
No one in the field of play.
Okay, I'll live with that.
All right, fair enough. 8:58 to go here, 4th quarter. Jackets with a 7-point lead, 21-14. They just scored a few moments ago, the only score of the second half. Defense has played lights out here in the second half and made plays when they needed to.
They made plays when they needed to. You're absolutely right. And is there anybody out there that did not think this was going to be this type of football game? 21-14 Yellow Jackets.
Two great football teams going head-to-head right here. 2 left, 2 right here. Shotgun snap, pressure comes, and they get him! He'll be sacked back at the 36-yard line. What a play there at the defensive line. Damian Spivey with the sack, and it got him down inside the 40-yard line.
Just big time. I mean, they just collapsed that offensive line and that entire D-line. They must have had some great coaching last year for that D-line to perform this way.
Let's make some noise.
Third down and long here for the Mustangs.
Define long, 3rd and about 18.
Yeah, 3rd down and about 18, back at the 37-yard line. 8:22 to go in the ball game. Clock is running. Mustangs with a long way to go, and they are running out of time. Play clock at 10. 3 right, 1 left. Play clock at 5. Scanning over the defense, calls for the snap, and here we go. Long drop. It's a screen pass, and it is complete to Foster. Foster trying to get upfield, and he will be out of bounds in Jacket territory at the 46. Now, it was 3rd down and 18 there. He picked up about 14, 15 yards.
Prior possession, they had about a 4th and 3 from about the same spot on the football field. They went for it. If you recall, they called a timeout. We thought maybe they were just trying to have him jump offside. Thought the punt team would come out. No, they went for it with 4th and about 3. Now it's 4th and 2 from about the 47-yard line.
The same spot as last time.
Very close to the same spot. And last time they threw the ball to Bryson Wright. Bryson Wright, I thought it was a catchable ball, but it zipped by him, and the Yellow Jackets defense took over. Similar kind of a play right now for the Yellow Jackets.
They're going to call a timeout. Mustangs will call a timeout here.
They like calling timeouts early, don't they?
Yes, they do. That's their 2nd now. So they'll have one timeout remaining for the rest of the ball game. 7:57 to go here, fourth quarter. Jackets lead 21-14. We'll keep it right here during this timeout. When we talked about that, how about South State Bank?
I love South State Bank.
Market-driven, world-class service, community and family are very important to them. Banking forward. Visit a St. Augustine branch or find them online at southstatebank.com.
Yeah, and Investigation and Settlement Solutions of Florida.
Yeah,
30-plus years of extensive experience and can assist you with any investigation needs. 904-315-1362 or Florida Investigator, FLinvestigators.com. And I don't want them to see them, following me around. You think my wife would hire them?
I think they probably would. Does she need them?
No.
I can hook her up.
No, we're good. We're good. Thank you very much. We're good. We're good, right, Barbara?
We're good, right, Barbara?
Good, right?
Yeah, right, Barbara? All right, coming out of the break here. 4th down and 2 for the Mustangs. At the Jacket 46-yard line. Shotgun snap. Foster hit, and he will have the first down off the left side, powering his way out. He needed 2. He'll get about 7. And it'll be a first down. They'll move the chains.
Yeah, good job by the left side of the Mandarin line, getting enough, letting him. They kicked the defense in a little bit, giving the running back the outside lane, got to the boundary, turned it, and got the first down. 21-14 is your score. 7:49 to go in the football game, but Mandarin is marching right now. Time for a Yellow Jacket stop. Had an opportunity with 3rd and about 18, but that screen pass got him into a 4th and 3 situation where they just converted.
Very manageable after that long screen pass. All right, first down and 10. Handoff, Foster again, slipped. He tried to make a move to cut to the outside, and the Turf Monster got him. He slipped down. Short gain on the play. Call it 4 yards. Could have been a lot worse there, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, the ball's sitting at the 33-yard line. That's the Yellow Jacket 33-yard line. It is 2nd and 6, 7:27 to go in the football game. 21-14 is your score. St. Augustine leads.
One receiver wide right, 2 tight ends in the game now. Foster, they're going to try and ground and pound it down here to the end zone. And it's about a 3-yard gain, maybe 4 yards. Yeah, they'll give him 4 yards here. Brings up 3rd down and 2 after Foster got another 4 yards on that carry.
James, we're at 7 minutes left in the football game. The Yellow Jackets have had 2 possessions in this second half, and one of them was a short field. So this defense has been on the field quite a bit.
Got an injury on the field. One of the Mandarin linemen, it looks like, is down. They'll tend to him. Nice up 33-10 now. Up on Beachside, so that game is going the way of the Panthers.
And it's going the way of the Yellow Jackets because strength of schedule will Nice wins, Bowles wins, and
Bartram is way in
Columbia
front.
Wins.
So that will help. And Columbia Bowles is tomorrow. We got an update on that. And so that game is tomorrow as well as the Pedro Menendez-Yulee game. So injured player.
Go Falcons.
Yeah, takes him out. Oh, that is Foster. Foster is the injured player, and he is slow moving to the sideline. So that's a big-time loss if they can't get Foster back. He has been a workhorse here tonight for the Mustangs.
Yes, he has, but, you look at the stat sheet, and they got 2 other guys that run the ball pretty well. They've got Aiden Owens. He averages 40 yards a game and 7.2 yards a carry, and Kyrie Wilson, who averages 57 yards a game and averages 10 yards a carry. So they've got a couple other guys that can run the football.
3rd down and short, 3rd and 2 here. This time it is Wilson on the carry, and he spurts out between the tackles. Should have been a short gain, but instead he'll pick up 7 or 8, and it'll be another first down. They'll move the chains here. Clock inside of 7 minutes to go. So 6:55 on the clock. Jackets lead 21-14, and the Mandarin Mustangs threatening now. Down at the 20-yard line.
Time for a stop. Get into that red zone. Defense changes. Field gets short. Gets
Wilson again trying to get around the edge. He won't get there. Great job there by the Yellow Jackets. Wilson tried to kick it out to the outside off that left edge. He couldn't get there, and it'll be a short loss on the play. Bring up 2nd down and long.
You get into this situation, there's got to be 2 things. You got to play with discipline, and that time they did. They did not let him get to the boundary, and you got to play with passion. You got to want it more. That time the Yellow Jacket defense wanted it more. No gain. 2nd and 10 for the Mandarin Mustangs. 6:14. Clock is running. 21-14 Yellow Jackets.
So 21-14 St. Augustine, and the Yellow Jacket defense trying to hold it up. 2 receivers wide right. Two tight ends on the line. Handoff. Wilson, again, he is dragging defenders, takes them down inside the 15 and down to the 14-yard line.
Got about 5 yards on that play, James, maybe 6, so it'll be a long 4 or a short 5.
Third down and 4 here.
One of those two, short 5, long 4, 5:44 to go in the football game. 21-14 Yellow Jacket lead, but they're inside the red zone. Mandarin is inside the red zone, sitting there with a 3rd and 5, and you know this is 4 down territory for Mandarin.
All right, 3rd down and 4. Clock running, 5:28 to go in the ballgame. Wilson, left side, kicks it out.
I think he got it.
I think he's going to be close. I think he moved. Yep, they'll move the chains again. Ooh, late flag comes flying in from the back judge.
Well, it's after the play.
Yeah, it's post-play here.
Well, it's post-play, assuming he didn't lose his hanky in his pocket and had struggled finding it for 5 minutes.
Mandarin
doesn't look happy about it.
No, they don't.
And that's a good indicator, although it's not the official indicator. If we went with how the players feel, it would be called a lot different.
So let's see. The White Hat's going to let us know. After the play, personal foul against the Mustangs. Wow, it'll be a 1st down, so they'll lose the yardage. That's a big penalty right there. That is a big penalty. So they'll push it back to the 24-yard line.
It's post-possession, so the down markers don't move with the.
So is it goal?
They are moving it. No, it's 1st and 10.
Wow, I'm surprised by that. I thought if it was post-possession that it would be to 15 yards, 1st and 25.
I would be asking questions about that. Now, maybe it wasn't post-possession, and in fact, he struggled getting his hanky out of his pocket. But
it's at the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure why it's not 1st and goal.
I was just going to say that. If it's at the 24-yard line and you marched it back 15 yards, let's do the math. Should have been at the penalty from the 9-yard line. Should it not be 1st and goal from the 24?
I have no idea what these guys have been doing since the guy got hit in the eye.
So now you're just blaming the guy that can't see.
Somebody's got to take the fall.
I bet it was the back judge. All right.
Nevertheless, here we are.
1st and 10.
Yep.
1st and 10 from the 24.
There's probably a reason we don't understand.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. 5:20 on the clock. Jackets with a 7-point lead. Mustangs 1st and 10 from the Jacket 24. One left, one right. Annis, shotgun snap. Looking, taking a shot towards the end zone, and he's got Weish, and he's got a catch.
Touchdown.
And it's a touchdown. Weish in the back corner of the end zone, perfectly thrown ball by Annis. And we are an extra point away from a tie ball game here.
And I think that we had Samarian in coverage on that play. I think Weish beat Samarian. We going to go for 2 or are we going to go for 1?
No, they're going to kick the extra point here. Kicker is out. Ermin Mehmedovic.
Sure.
That's what we're going with.
Would it surprise you if they did something else?
A little bit. It would a little bit.
And by the way, we're going to give you some LSU news
Extra
in a minute.
point is up, and it is good. We'll be right back after this. 5:10 to go, 4th quarter. We're tied, 21-21. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Football.
When disaster strikes, trust Stanford Restoration, St. Augustine's #1 emergency water and mold removal experts. For over 25 years, they've provided 24/7 rapid response for water, fire, and mold damage, arriving within 60 minutes to protect what matters most. From emergency cleanup to deep cleaning of carpets, tile, and upholstery, Stanford treats your home like it's their own. Serving St. John's and surrounding counties with expert care and proven results. Get your free quote today at StanfordRestoration.com. Stanford Restoration, restoring peace of mind, one home at a time.
Ready to find your dream home or sell with confidence? Trust the Noah Bailey Group, St. Johns County's real estate experts. Whether you're buying in St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, or St. Augustine Beach, or looking to list your home or commercial property, they've got the latest listings and local insights to guide you every step of the way. Get your free home analysis today and unlock your property's full potential. Call 904-878-4447 or visit them at 403 Anastasia Boulevard or online at NoahBaileyGroup.com. The Noah Bailey Group, your dream home starts here.
I think somebody was offsides here in the kicking team. It was a short kick.
I think you're wrong. I think there were about 4 or 5 guys offside.
Well, Both side judges threw their flag, so clearly it was obvious from their standpoint. So they'll re-kick, cost them 5 yards here, push it back to the 35-yard line. So the Jackets have one timeout remaining, 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Can you grind out 5 minutes, get a score, and go home with a victory here?
That's one option.
Well, that's the option I would go with.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. I mean, if we're talking preferences here, sounds good to me.
Yeah, but this team is built for this. I mean, they've been in tough games, Bulls game, Riverside game. They've been in tough games where they had to make plays at the end. Nice. Heck, even the Bartram Trail was closer to the score.
Yes, it was. Kick taken at the 25. He's got blockers coming near side now, trying to get around the edge. Up the field he goes and is tackled at the 39-yard line. Good return by the Yellow Jackets. Trendell Anderson with the return. He came all the way across the field and was tackled on the near side at the 39.
Yeah, nice job of blocking on the outside, giving Trendell another 10 yards or so. Looks like the Yellow Jackets will start at the 38-yard line. Not their best yardage of the second half. They started their second possession at the 42-yard line following that fourth down stop, but only 4 yards away from that. 5:01 to go in the football game. 21-21 is your score. Yellow Jackets with one timeout and 5:01 to play.
Handoff. Preston takes it. No gain on the play. Down at the 39. It'll be second down and 10 here. Clock will run inside of 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I don't think the clock's an issue here, although there have been some, I don't want to say blown timeouts because they were needed at the time, but I'll guarantee you the coaching staff would love to have those timeouts they use back in their pocket.
Second down and 10. Shotgun snap. Play action. Looking. Brenton James is flushed out now. Keeping his eyes upfield, and it'll be incomplete. Threw it at the feet of, I think it was Julio Santiago over on the far sideline. And now quickly it is third down and long with 4:23 to go in the game.
Yeah, that play was ugly to begin with. And you know this is not four-down territory.
No, not from here.
They need to pick up the first down here, and then you worry about this Mandarin offense that obviously can come up with big plays. I mean, Knox Annis, the quarterback, he's only a sophomore, but he's got a great arm. He's got a terrific arm, and the weapons they have outside. Weish, right.
Annis has been impressive tonight with his play selection.
Where Annis has struggled is under pressure.
Yeah. All right, shotgun snap here. Fires it across the middle. Oh, and it's dropped. Trendell Anderson had it at the midfield stripe. He would have had a first down if he'd have come up with it, and he just flat out dropped it.
Yeah, well, as good as Trendell Anderson has been the last 3 years, I'm not going to fault him for one drop, but I sure wish he'd have caught that.
Yes, sir. So it'll be a 3 and out for the Yellow Jackets, and the clock will stop here.
4:18 to go, giving the ball back to Mandarin, and you've got Bryson Wright back there. Dangerous.
So he'll stand back near his own 32, and here comes Willie Elmore to punt it away. 10 seconds on the play clock. Play clock at 5. Down to 2. 1. They didn't get it off. Gosh dang it almighty. They did not get the play off. Man.
Yeah, you know, when St. Augustine looks at this game, if they walk out a loser, and I'm not saying that's going to happen, but 4:18 left, 21-21, there's a couple of things they're going to have to look at in the mirror. One is you got first and goal from about the 5 or 6 yard line, and you can't punch it in on 4 runs. And the second is the undisciplined time clock management and illegal procedures.
Low kick. Bryson Wright's got it, bobbled it for a second. He was hit, bounced off the defender. Now he's getting upfield into Jacket territory. Here comes Bryson Wright. He's finally taken down near the 25-yard line, and a huge return by the very dangerous Bryson Wright. And it puts up Mandarin in excellent field position here to potentially get a game-leading score.
Had him at the 35-yard line. Had him dead to rights at the 35-yard line.
Couldn't wrap him up.
And could not wrap him up. And then Bryson Wright, as talented as he is, just got around the corner and picked up big yardage.
All right, 4:01 to go here in the ball game. Mandarin has it at the Yellow Jacket 24-yard line.
this defense has been asked to make stops, and they have been, they've had some success at that. Now you're in a situation where if they can pick up a few more yards, a field goal wins this football game.
First down and 10, handoff left side, and he'll have a touchdown. Foster, who's back in the game, took it left side, and he bounced off one defender and punched it into the end zone for the touchdown. It was a 24-yard scamper, and the Mandarin Mustangs retake the lead here in the fourth quarter with 3:53 to go in the ballgame.
Yeah, there's a bright side to this, and that there's 3:53 to go in the ballgame. If they had grounded out and left a minute, that's a different situation than the Yellow Jackets are in now. With this offense, maybe I'm a glass half full guy. George Carlin once said it's not whether the glass is half full or half empty, it's that the glass is too big. I think leaving this much time on the clock is a benefit to the Yellow Jackets.
Extra point is up, and it is good. Flags come in. Let's see. Was it a hold?
I don't know, but
this might have been.
Looking at body language.
Yeah, they're going to have to re-kick it. So extra point was good, but there was a hold on the play, and it'll cost the Mustangs, I would think, 10 yards with the hold, and they'll have to re-kick it. So they'll re-spot the football. Mustangs lead by 6.
The Mustang kicker is consistent, but I've not seen evidence of a booming leg.
So they'll set it up again. They'll push it back to the 13-yard line.
That's a tall kicker, too. When they walked out on the field, I saw that young man. He wears number 80. And I said, wide receiver, big rangy wide receiver.
So this will be a 30-yard extra point try here. High snap, gets it down, and it's blocked. It is blocked, and they're going back the other way. And he'll finally be taken down. The Yellow Jackets did their job there. They blocked the kick. And the holder had it, was trying to find some room to run, but he just had nowhere to go. Malik Morrison was the backup quarterback, and he is the holder.
And you got 3:53 on the clock. You still got a lot of time on the clock. Now, again, only one timeout, and you got to move the football, and the Mandarin defense has played pretty well tonight, but 3:53 is a lot of time.
Certainly is.
And when you have playmakers like Wingo, like Trendell, like Santiago, you can move the ball down the field. We've proven that.
Certainly can. We'll keep it here during change of possession timeout. Brought to you in part by Hasty St. Augustine Flooring. Your friends in flooring since 1977. Located at 1670 US 1 South near Home Depot. Find them online at staugustineflooring.com.
You businessman?
Yeah, a little bit.
You got technology issues?
A little business.
Check out Grand Technology Solutions. Specialize in technology solutions for small business. They want to be your business IT department. Visit them at helpgts.com or give them a call at 904-606-6011. Grand Technology Solutions.
So the extra point could loom large here. Mustangs with a 6-point lead, 27-21, 3:53 to go. Jackets with one timeout remaining and a lot of time left on the clock. Mimatovic, short kick, fair catch signal at the 29. That's where Jackets will start this drive right now.
Hey, James, just a little bit of breaking news on the football front. It appears that the governor of Louisiana he's
a powerful guy.
Yeah, apparently he's a powerful guy, and the AD's gone at LSU. So my question is, if you want Lane Kiffin to go to Florida, do you want Lane Kiffin? I was kind of looking forward to Lane Kiffin not wanting to go to LSU because he couldn't trust their AD or who he was working for. Am I working for the president? Am I working for the governor? Who am I working for? We'll see what LSU does.
Back to action here. First down and 10. Brenton James flushed out. Flags come flying in. James will be sacked back at the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed. Just had nowhere to go with the football.
And a flag. And a flag. It looks like
add insult to injury.
Sorry, James. My guess it's going to be a hold. That's a decision then for Mandarin. Do they push it back, give the down back? Nope.
Oh, they'll decline it.
They'll decline it and take the loss.
So second down, it was a 4-yard loss. Second down and 14 now for the Yellow Jackets. 3:46 on the clock. Jackets trail by 6. They'll wind the clock. Clock moving. Trips left, one receiver right. Shotgun snap to James. Looking, fires it, tipped ball in the air, and it is going to be intercepted. Intercepted by the Mandarin Mustangs at the 25-yard line. The ball was tipped into the air. It came down right into the hands of one of the linemen. Flag comes down, and I think Bryson Wright is going to be guilty of something here, as he is doing a lot of jawing on that side as he's skipping. I wouldn't say walking away, as he's skipping away.
He's still talking.
Yep, still chattering, unsportsmanlike against Bryson Wright.
Yeah, that's when a coach needs to haul him over and say, great play, but that's not how we operate. Stop being a knucklehead.
3 minutes, 31 seconds left in the game. A lot of the Yellow Jacket faithful starting to make their way to the exits now. So,
and there's a problem. Yellow Jackets only have one timeout, which obviously they're going to try to use.
One timeout remaining. You would expect the Mustangs to burn clock here. That's the key initiative. Burn some clock.
I got to tell you, James, if you're a bit of a gambling guy,
yep,
why not take a shot? Why not decide this game's over on my terms and take a shot? Ball sitting at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They lead 27-21 after the interception on the tip ball. Tipped right up in the air.
Handoff, right side, that's Aiden Owens. And he is tripped up. And an extra flag, and extracurricular going on, and a flag comes in late. Let's see which one this is against.
Well, that has to be on. I mean, when you throw a punch, which number 12, William Eichner, a junior tight end, did, there's no way that's not against him. Oh, offsetting. Great. Love that. Love that.
Oh, goodness gracious. Crazy.
Okay, it's off. Let's say it is offsetting. There's no punishment for those kids.
Yeah.
I think they should be required to get off the field for a couple of plays. If two kids are guilty, they got to sit for 3 minutes or whatever.
Got to go sit in the corner with the dunce cap on.
That's what I did with my kids when they were growing up.
That's right. All right, so offsetting here, no gain on the play. It'd be 2nd down and 10. Clock running. 3:15 to go in the game. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. Now what do we got? Stoppage of play. Now let's see what we got.
And they're going to put 25 seconds back on the play clock?
Wow, they're going to reset the play clock.
No, that's wrong. If the officials have to confer and the play clock, that's a shame. That's wrong. That ain't fair.
Handoff. Owens will take it left side, still dragging defenders all the way down inside the 30. What a run by Aiden Owens right there, as he'll get the first down. And that might just wrap it up here. Clock is running. They'll set the chains. 2:48 on the clock. When they set the chains, the clock will run, and there it goes. So they can grind it out here, and it looks like the Mustangs are going to come out of the Foots Brumley with a 6-point win. 27-21. So the Jackets go on the road last year, get the victory at Mandarin. Last year it was 38-26. This year, right now, 27-21. Handoff, Owens again. And he'll be met at the line of scrimmage and pushed sideways towards the Mandarin bench. Inbounds. Short gain on the play. That doesn't matter. They're just grinding clock at this point. 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Clock inside of 2 minutes to go. It'll be a disappointing finish here for the Yellow Jackets. They will not finish the perfect undefeated season. They'll fall to 9-1. And now we sit and we wait. Our hands are in the gods that are the FHSAA and their very fancy BCS equation.
That gives me absolutely zero confidence.
Shotgun snap, handoff. Not much there.
Not much there.
Doesn't matter. Clock still running.
Well, we only got one timeout left. You might as well use it now, Brian.
Third. Let's see if he does. Nope, he's going to let it run and run this 3rd down play, I believe, before he calls timeout. So 3rd down and 5. Ball spotted at the Jacket 22. 60 seconds to go, inside of a minute left.
Coming up for the Mustangs.
They are in no hurry. Play clock at 15. Game clock at 50. Play clock down to 7. Jackets showing pressure. Kyrie Wilson on the outside, and he'll be close. Let's see if he calls.
I don't think he got the first down.
I don't know that he did. It was going to be very close.
Yep, he got it.
He got it. So he got the first down. They'll move the sticks, and that'll do it.
No use calling timeout now.
No, no use now. Brian Braddock went to the side judge to call the timeout, but no use now with the first down.
There's a flag. This will be on, I believe, on Mandarin for
some taunting.
Well, you know, I don't know if it's taunting, excessive celebration, but the entire Mandarin team ran away from the football. There's still 33 seconds left. The entire team ran away from the football and started dancing around as if they had won the football game, as if the clock was going to expire. And I'm not sure if I'd call that taunting, but I believe that's what the flag is for. Yeah, excessive celebration.
Okay. Similar to the entire Georgia football team running onto the field to celebrate a touchdown?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, something like that. Got it. All right, first down, and they're going to call it 1st and 25. Who cares? They'll run 2 plays here and grind this out. All right. They'll set the football, and now we'll have another conversation with the couple of stripes here. Here comes another stripe to make sure we're talking about the same thing.
They're paid by the game, right? Not the hour?
I mean, God, I would hope so. They're really earning it today. First down and a long way to go. Victory formation. Well, you'd expect victory formation.
Oh, he's just going to take a knee right
Hannes
there.
will take a knee, and that will wind the clock, and I think that'll do it. They will not have to run another play. Game clock at 25. Jackets will fall here tonight. Not the result we were looking for. Jackets fought hard. Jackets had opportunities. They just could not seem to get the they couldn't make a play when they had to, Casey.
No, the things we talked about before the game, they couldn't figure out how to stop the passing game. You know, the deep passes. Annis, threw a really nice deep ball, but he's still talking trash here.
Yeah, Bryson Wright, number 1. He's the first guy coming across the Mandarin side.
And we've had 3 coaches tell him, please don't do that.
Yep.
Look at him.
Yep, still talking.
Hot dog, put mustard on him.
Still talking. All right, let's throw it back to the studio. Quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up for you. Jackets fall tonight, 27-21, our final score. We'll be right back after this. This has been Yell Jacket Football.
J. Lee Construction, Roofing and Building Services is a Jacket alumni-owned builder that can handle all your building, renovation, roofing, and painting needs. J. Lee Construction Roofing Services has been serving roofing needs of St. John's and Duval for many years. They pride themselves on developing long-term relationships with their customers. They use only the highest quality products available in the industry. And that means the most tried and true, as well as the most innovative products available today. In the market for new construction, J. Lee Construction offers you the finest crews, project managers, and administrative professionals in the area. Whether you're building a new home from the ground up, upgrading current systems, or retrofitting an existing site, J. Lee Construction has the expertise and resources available to bring value to your project. Give them a call, 904-669-0284. J. Lee Construction, your hometown builders.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Post-game wrap-up. Jackets fall here tonight, 27-21. Mandarin, give them credit. They made the plays when they needed to in the fourth quarter. Very little going on in the third quarter. I don't think we had any scoring at all. It was all in the fourth quarter that made the difference. And in the second half, it was the Mustangs that outscored the Jackets 13-7 in the second half, and that was the difference.
They were the better team. One of the things we talked about was discipline being a distinguishing differentiator for the Yellow Jackets, and the Yellow Jackets didn't have it. A number of false starts. a couple of personal fouls. Plays that, from a football standpoint, they did a pretty good job. But from from discipline, Yellow Jackets let themselves down.
Certainly did. St. Augustine just could not, we were talking about making plays and the defense having to make a lot of plays. And, I go back through this season, the defense made plays when they had to in those big games. The Bowls game.
Yep.
The Nice game.
Yep.
Riverside. Bartram Trail right here. So there have been a lot of games where the defense has made a play for St. Augustine, and this time they just couldn't make it.
Yeah, they just couldn't make those plays, and again, this is a team that's been through this type of a game before. Played Bowls, played Riverside, played Columbia, played Nice. Came up with the plays when they needed them. Not tonight.
Couple of scores to keep you updated. Nice up 47-17 on Beachside. They should get the win in that one. At last check now, third quarter, Choctaw is up 13-7. So that's a tight game there. We'll keep an eye on that one. Obviously, that will have a lot of impact going forward. Well, that'll do it for us here tonight. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the support for the 904 Now and all their hard work down at the other end of the press box here.
Blake Blevin's doing a great job running that program.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Appreciate Natalie Crossan and Nicholas Crossan back in the mothership doing all their hard work, keeping us updated on scores and updates as well. Before we get out of here, I do want to thank our sponsor. Our spotter, Jake Walton, was with us tonight. And this might have been Jake's first lot. Jake is the lucky charm. I don't recall a loss with Jake Walton in the booth.
Got to blame somebody.
I got to blame somebody, so I'll blame Jake Walton tonight. I want to thank the sponsors one last time. Appreciate all the continued support. Yellow Jacket football, both on the radio at the mothership and on the 904 Now side. Sonny's Barbecue, Anastasia Fitness, Evans Automotive, Diane's Natural Market, the St. Augustine Shores Golf Club, where golf is still fun, South State Bank, All-American Air, Thompson Baker Insurance, Salt Run Family Dentistry, Fields Cadillac and Matt Powell, licensed realtor Robin Arnold, Investigation and Settlement Solutions of Florida, Hastie's St. Augustine Flooring, Grand Technology Solutions, Anastasia Diner and Moultrie Creek Diner, Stretch Zone, St. John's Housing Partnership, and of course Chicken Salad Chick for providing us our pregame meal each and every week. On the 904 Now side, Jaley Construction, Barwick Bank, Canaan Law, Do All HVAC and Plumbing, Noah Bailey Group, the Raintree Restaurant, St. John's Family, Funeral Home and Crematory, St. John's Community Pharmacy, and Stanford Restoration. Appreciate each and every one of those great businesses' support of Yellow Jacket football. That'll do it for us here tonight, folks. 27-20, Jackets fall to 9-1 on the season, and we sit and we wait to see who we will play. A guaranteed home game in 2 weeks here at the Foot, 2 weeks from tomorrow, and we'll have all that information out to you as soon as it is available. We'll be live for the pregame at 7 o'clock. Playoffs typically start at 7:30, so that's what we'll say for now. And we'll be here live with it in 2 weeks. That'll do it for us here tonight, folks. Appreciate it. I am the voice, James Guzman. So long, everybody.
J. Lee Construction, Roofing and Building Services is a Jacket alumni-owned builder that can handle all your building, renovation, roofing, and painting needs. J. Lee Construction Roofing Services has been serving roofing needs of St. John's and Duval for many years. They pride themselves on developing long-term relationships with their customers. They use only the highest quality products available in the industry. And that means the most tried and true, as well as the most innovative products available today. In the market for new construction, J. Lee Construction offers you the finest crews, project managers, and administrative professionals in the area. Whether you're building a new home from the ground up, upgrading current systems, or retrofitting an existing site, J. Lee Construction has the expertise and resources available to bring value to your project. Give them a call, 904-669-0284. J. Lee Construction, your hometown builders.
When disaster strikes, trust Stanford Restoration, St. Augustine's #1 emergency water and mold removal experts. For over 25 years, they've provided 24/7 rapid response for water, fire, and mold damage, arriving within 60 minutes to protect what matters most. From emergency cleanup to deep cleaning of carpets, tile, and upholstery, Stanford treats your home like it's their own. Serving St. John's and surrounding counties with expert care and proven results. Get your free quote today at StanfordRestoration.com. Stanford Restoration, restoring peace of mind one home at a time.
Ready to find your dream home or sell with confidence? Trust the Noah Bailey Group, St. Johns County's real estate experts. Whether you're buying in Augustine, Ponte Vedra, or St. Augustine Beach, or looking to list your home or commercial property, they've got the latest listings and local insights to guide you every step of the way. Get your free home analysis today and unlock your property's full potential. Call 904-878-4447 or visit them at 403 Anastasia Boulevard or online at noahbaileygroup.com. The Noah Bailey Group, your dream home starts here.
At St. John's Family Funeral Home and Crematory, they believe every life is unique, and honoring that uniqueness is a vital part of healing. From personal traits to life's journey, loved one special. Their spacious, family-friendly facility includes an on-site crematory and offers a full range of services, from traditional burials, various cremation options, to green burials and military tribute. With years of experience and a reputation built on excellence and integrity, they have been honored to serve families from all walks of life. Whether you're planning ahead or facing an immediate need, their compassionate team is here to guide you through every step with care and attention to detail. Call us today at 904-824-1625 or visit www.stjohnsfamilyfuneralhome.com to learn more. Stay connected with your community on the 904 Now, St. Augustine's premier news and entertainment network. From morning updates to evening laughs, we keep you informed and entertained. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Rumble, the 904 Now. Stay in the now. Barwick Banking Company is where tradition meets innovation. With over a century of history and roots deep in community values, Barwick Bank offers all the modern conveniences of big banks, plus the personal service only a local team can provide. From business and personal banking to home lending, they're for locals, by locals, serving you right here in St. Augustine and beyond. Visit barwickbank.com or stop by on the island at 101 Marina Cove Drive. Barwick Banking Company, where your future is local. Member FDIC.
When comfort and reliability matter, trust the team that truly does it all. Do all HVAC and plumbing. Proudly serving St. Johns County and Jacksonville. Locally owned and operated, Do All offers expert heating, cooling, and plumbing services for homes and businesses. From installs and emergency repairs to air quality, refrigeration, and complete plumbing, they're available 24/7 with honest, dependable care. Call 904-547-2168 or visit doallhvac.com. Who are you going to call? Do All, the Heat Busters.
Life is not perfect, and sometimes throws you a legal challenge. That's when you turn to Canaan Law. Canaan Law is a local St. Augustine firm of 6 lawyers specializing in personal injury, criminal cases, divorces, and civil litigation. The firm provides compassionate guidance and aggressive representation. Canaan Law attorneys are litigation specialists and know our local court system, and they know how to fight for you. Call 904-824-9402 to schedule your consultation today. Canaan Law, your home field advantage when it matters most.
At St. John's Community Pharmacy, your health is their priority. Locally owned and proudly serving St. Augustine and surrounding communities, they offer personalized care, custom compounding, and low-price generic plan. From diabetes support and health screenings to immunizations and personalized packaging, their friendly team is here for your whole family. Visit them today at 2720 US 1 South, Suite A, or call 904-460-1000. St. John's Community Pharmacy, your neighborhood pharmacy focused on you.
Looking for the perfect place to dine in St. Augustine? Visit Raintree Restaurant, a local favorite for fun, family, and friends. Enjoy award-winning Mediterranean, American, steak, and seafood dishes in their beautiful indoor dining room or expansive courtyard. Sip handcrafted cocktails or fine wines at the full bar and enjoy free on-site parking. Named an Open Table Diner's Choice for 2024, Raintree is located at 102 San Marco Ave. Call 904-824-7211 or make your reservation today at RaintreeRestaurant.com. Want the best way to stay in the now? Tune in to the 904 Now, St. Augustine's premier news and entertainment podcast network. Start your day with the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning for the latest news, unwind with laughs on Bollocks this evening, or get local perspective with Troy's 2 cents every Friday. We keep you connected to the community we live in. Like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. The 904 Now. Stay in the now.